This is your home for the Trojans. Girard Sports Live.
Snap and leans forward, and that's touchdown number 4 for Scott Moore.
Girard Sports Live is presented by Pregame, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net.
Brooks, throw over to Adolph, quickly down inside, wrap around Boatwood, found herself in the right place, foul, and the bucket!
He'll try a 3 and hits. Adolph with it up top, being guarded by Gass. Girard down the lane, off the glass, and good. Nice instinct by Adolph to just take it to the bucket.
Fielded on the short hop, fires this one across. Able to throw the runner out by a step and a half.
Pitch to the outside to Ashbacher. Gets a good block on the outside, and he's in for the touchdown.
It's time for the Trojans. On your home for Girard High School Athletics. Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome out to the wonderful Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium here in Girard, Kansas. I'm Daryl McLeod, joined alongside tonight by Carson Cobb here on Girard Sports Live, simulcasted to Columbus Sports Live. As that would entail, we got a good matchup here between the Columbus Titans and the Girard Trojans. Should be a nice little CNC rivalry matchup. Carson, you know a lot more about the Columbus Titans, so I'll go ahead and let you preview them.
Well, let's turn my volume up first.
Exactly.
Where am I at? Is that me? Or is that the band?
That's one of them.
We'll turn both of them up.
Feels like the band always.
Did you put my... Hopefully everybody can hear me. I can't hear myself, but I'll tell you this. These Columbus girls are young, but they're resilient. They're trying. You know, they're trying to get, they're trying to pick up a W in the column, and I tell you what, they're getting better every game. You know, I started to wonder with us losing as many seniors as we did from last year. You know, maybe wondered if we were going to be able to get the ball, you know, up and down the court. But you know, first game of the year, you play Colgan, you get that really big test, and they were matching them for the first half of that and hanging around in that. And the good thing about it, they've been in every game they've played. So I think they're going to give Girard a little test tonight. I think, but these Girard girls are they're mighty good.
Girard 5-0 on the season to start things off, and man, I can hear myself think now with that being gone, and our audio sounds terrible, so we'll go back through and fix things up as we're going today. But I'd like to let you guys know that, of course, as always, Girard Sports Live, that's the bracket.
Presented by a bracket from K-Show.
But Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get gigabit. Best internet in Southeast Kansas with Crocan. To learn more, go to ruralfiber.org or see everything Crocan has to offer at ckt.net. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, area matchups, pregame show, and a whole lot more here on Girard Sports Live.
Why settle for less than the best? Crocan's gigabit fiber optic internet is now available to Pittsburgh, Frontenac, and Fort Scott, and many rural areas in between. Crocan has the best speeds, the best reliability, the best service, the best support, and is overall the best value on all ultra-high-speed internet. If you want the best home internet connecting as many devices, all without equipment rentals, contracts, or overages, it is the time to switch to the best. It's time to switch to Crocan.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust. Federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
Tries to make something out of nothing. The Trojans all over him. It's going to be a big loss on the play.
A Trojan sack means $1 short stacks at Eastside Cafe. Kick off your day with a hearty breakfast or take that midday break at Eastside Cafe. And this fall, when the Trojans get a sack, you get $1 short stacks the next day. Eastside Cafe, a favorite of the 4 states winner. Go Trojans from Eastside Cafe.
Since 1918, GN Bank has been the heart of our community. Big enough to meet all your banking needs, but small enough to offer that personal touch you deserve. From agricultural loans to home mortgages, GN Bank has the expertise, products, and service to help you thrive. With a pledge to treat others ethically, be adaptable, focus on customers, and invest in the communities they serve, GN Bank is committed to your success. The best place to bank and borrow, GN Bank, where community banking truly comes first. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Girard Sports Live. Trojans taking on the Titans tonight in a CNC rivalry matchup. Of course, Girard Sports Live presented by Pregame, but we're moving into the pregame show, which is brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust. Serving the area for over 30 years, stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Carson, you mentioned a little bit that these two teams are very young. You mentioned Columbus, a lot of sophomores on this team. They had a pretty good freshman cast last year that would come in, play a lot of good varsity minutes. Pretty much the same story for Girard. They have a few more seniors on this team to help lead. Someone we also talked about before the game was the 4-year starting Katie Mooney. How do you think the Columbus Titans, I guess, match up with Girard tonight, and how do you think they go out to get this win tonight, potentially, against the Trojans?
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter what kind of game you play. It's all going to come down to matchups. And tonight, this is going to be a big test for Columbus. The numbers are low. You know, like you said, we've got Katie Mooney back. We've got Briley Johnson back. Some of those players. We've got a newcomer, a transfer from Miami, Oklahoma, not Miami, Florida. Adelie Graffel. She stepped in, played some big minutes when they needed her to, and she's really filled some big shoes. But tonight, Girard just got a lot of offense. I mean, they can shoot it from everywhere, on the blocks, outer perimeter. They've got it all. They're well coached. I mean, Coach Herlocker's been there since the dinosaurs were around.
Don't let him hear that.
Yeah, I know. But and they've got like you said, they're still young. I mean, a lot of juniors. I mean, you look at it, you've got Maddie Kester, who's a junior, Erica Boatman, who I believe is also a junior, and then you've got some sophomores like Carson Oran that kind of step in and fill when somebody needs a breather. Marley Sisney is another name that I hear a lot on the airwaves, and then you've got the two seniors, Lillian Ripper, who doesn't play a lot of varsity minutes, but I'm sure comes in when you need her to, and then Jariah Adolph, who of course is a huge threat on the offensive end. So George just kind of got everything to go back to the 3A state tournament. Close game last year against Goodland. I watched B.J. Harris call that game. They've kind of got it all on defense. They're going to mess you up. They're going to turn your offense into defense, and they're going to create turnovers like nobody's business. And Columbus tonight, they're really going to have to step up their offense. You know, they've been in every game they've played, but Girard tonight is going to give them a handful, especially since this is their first game coming out of Christmas break.
Definitely so, and the big factor for Girard is coming out hot for sure. The closest game they've had this season, in terms, maybe not in terms of score, but definitely in terms of how it was playing, was the game against Nevada. It was very close to start out, and at the beginning of that game, didn't really know where it was going, and that's just because they didn't start off too hot offensively. Of course, defensively, they're going to get theirs. Carson Oran and Kennedy Keller pretty much dominate up top, and then the rest of them fill in behind and are able to get steals here and there, but making sure that those two can come out and then also perform on offense as well. If they can start on offense, I don't know how many teams can beat this team. Those are your keys to the game. Keys to the game are brought to you by Evans Motors. Get the keys to your next ride with a stop at Evans Motors. Nate and Eddie have decades of experience getting folks to the right car, truck, van, or SUV that's right for them and their family. Stop by and see them at the intersection of Highway 69 and 400, just south of Pittsburgh, or see their full selection online at evansmotors.net. We'll take another quick break. When we come back, area matchups and so much more here on the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show.
From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
The first one here is a 2017 Ford Focus with only 21,000 miles. That one's not for sale though. I'm going to probably keep that one. Hi, my name's Eddie. 2016 Chevy Malibu with only 13,000 miles, but I hang on to that one too, so let me show you the next one. Ford F-150, but that one's going to stay with me too. So let's go down to the next one here. Hi, I'm Eddie. 2017 F-150, so we have 3 of them. I could probably let that one go. Hi, my name's Eddie. 2015 Ford Transit Cargo. I'm going to keep that one because I have to move here soon. But the rest of them, you're welcome to come out and look at. And I think you'd like a lot of them. We appreciate your business.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Judd, Lori, Lisa, or Amber in Girard for all your insurance needs.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your phone started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Welcome back. Here's the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show here on Girard Sports Live, simulcasted to Columbus Sports Live tonight. It's about time to take a look at some of the matchups around the league. Carson, I believe you have us on that.
Yeah, we'll see how many I can get in, but most of these games are going to be played tomorrow, this being obviously a makeup game from Friday. We got snowed in, the tundra that came down to southeast Kansas and wreaked havoc on all the roads. But tomorrow, Frontenac will be taking on Baxter. I mean, since we don't have that many, we'll give a couple of predictions. What are you thinking on that one?
Well, I haven't seen much from the Frontenac team this season. I haven't seen much from the Baxter team besides what I watched last week when Girard played them. I think the boys can potentially give Frontenac a pretty good matchup. Frontenac obviously losing Trey Kramer. That's going to be pretty huge for them, I'd say. And then on the women's side, I think the Frontenac girls should pretty well take that one home and should have a nice win in their win column there.
Yeah, I think it'll be Frontenac boys coming off their first win of the year. I think it's going to be Frontenac on both sides of it. Galena's at Colgan. I think pretty safe to say Colgan girls going to have that one.
Yeah, Jakayla Davis, so good. She's just so good. She's probably going to be first team unanimous this season in the CNC. I wouldn't doubt that. So I definitely would take the Colgan girls. As for the boys, though, Colgan lost a lot of seniors. I'm taking Jack Perry in that offense.
Hey. Well, if I could hear you, there we go. Yeah. But, I completely agree. I mean, Jack Perry's a three-point threat, and, I mean, it doesn't really matter where he is from the outer arc. If he takes it, good chance he's going to make it. So I think Galena boys probably going to have that one, but Colgan boys are not to be messed with. Columbus versus Neota. Well, don't give your prediction for that one. I don't want to hear your. I don't want to hear your biased one. Girard versus Riverton on Tuesday. Now I want to hear yours for that.
Well, obviously coming into it, it's going to be a tough matchup. Girard, both of them easy win on both sides of the ball. Blowouts on either side.
Wow.
For sure. I'm calling it right now.
Right.
Now, Riverton's got a very good team. They're missing Locke North and a couple of those players from last team's really good team last season. And they'll be reeling off that, but they still have a lot of great players on that side, and they should be able to give Girard a pretty good matchup on the girls' side. Not sure who Riverton really has. I didn't keep up too much with them to start this season, but I like our girls.
Haven't watched. The Riverton girls are pretty good. They've got a pretty talented squad. Not all of them are back from last year, but I think they're going to give the Girard girls a little bit of trouble. But ultimately, I think Girard takes it. I do think Girard takes that one. And then Pittsburgh tonight playing Chanute. What do we think? Girard's played Chanute, haven't they?
I had the privilege of watching that, and the boys' team up at Chanute is phenomenal. I don't know how they'll face off against the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons, because Pittsburgh normally has a very good team, especially when it comes to basketball, and just that 5A rotation really just adds those players to your roster that really you can't replace. But they don't have any of the Englishes anymore, if I'm correct. I believe
you're right on that.
Mason and Marquis both out of there, so that's always kind of a detriment to your team. And
I think you're right on that.
Watching Chanute play, I think those boys can handle it. Now the girls, I'd like to say the Pittsburgh girls got that one, but of course you never know.
Absolutely. Those are tonight's area matchups.
Yeah, and those area matchups are, of course, get the read here, brought to you by Diskins Auto and Towing, 120 East Forest Avenue in downtown Girard. Diskins offers 24-hour towing and can repair all makes and models. To learn more, contact Diskins Auto and Towing at 620-724-8100. We're going to take our final break here of the pregame show. When we return, starting lineups, opening tip-off, and Girard basketball against the Columbus Titans here on Girard Sports Live.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings, chicken and noodles, and so much more. And of course, their delicious homemade pies. Dine in or carry out available. Chicken Annie's of Girard has the best value, flavor, and service in the area. Stop in soon or call for catering. 620-724-4090.
Communicating with current and potential customers is a must in the world of business. Advertising is nothing more than communication and an invitation. Look no further than Norris Advertising, offering a wide variety of services from billboards, radio across the 4 states, and digital ad services like ZTV, YouTube, geofencing, streaming, and more beyond the local view. Looking to upgrade your storefront? Norris Advertising is your go-to for local digital sign sales. Norris Advertising. Get your ads to work.
From the football field to the bean field, the right equipment can make all the difference. Gear up for harvest, expand your fleet, or grow your business with Tyler Jackman at Big Iron Auctions. Tyler can improve your operation conveniently, efficiently, and effectively. And if you're selling one piece or the whole operation, Big Iron can connect you with over 750,000 registered bidders. Buying or selling, go big. Big Iron Auctions. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115. BigIronAuctions.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're about 20 seconds away from the national anthem, and if you weren't aware, Mrs. Reed, the choir teacher who will have a performance here for the national anthem, was honored with a $25,000 prize.
I saw that.
A big honor for her, but we'll send it away to the PA for this national anthem.
Please rise for the presentation of our colors and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and our national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Our national anthem is performed this evening by the Girard High School Choir under the direction of Mrs. Meredith Reed.
Beautiful as always, Carson. I gotta tell you, there's a reason she won that prize.
I can tell. That was a very well done performance. And usually I give props to the Riverton Choir. I haven't heard much of the Girard Choir, but that was phenomenal.
Absolutely phenomenal. I always love hearing the reflections. That's something I got to commend them on. Mrs. Reed has done a great job with that program and the reflections, and they become great. They're doing... doing the starting lineups for both teams, so we'll go ahead and get your starting lineups for you. Starting lineups are brought to you by the Jagged Edge. Trojans will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylist Carla Sands will have you looking your best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-75 100. We'll go ahead and start with the home team, your Girard Trojans. In for Girard, a 5'8" senior, number 11, Jariah Adolph. Right behind her, another 5'8" sophomore this time, number 12, Kennedy Keller. A 5'9" junior, Maddie Kester. We might want to check that height. I'm not sure how accurate that is. Always seems like she's a little bit taller than 5'9". Right behind her is going to be number 22, Carson Oran, a 5'6" sophomore. And then number 23, rounding out the starting five, a 5'9" junior, Erica Boatman. Carson, I'll let you take away with that Columbus Titans starting lineup.
Starting tonight for Columbus, it'll be senior number 0, Katie Mooney, senior number 3, Briley Johnson, senior number 12, Tori Tedlock, junior number 13, Trinity Green, and rounding out the starting lineups, a sophomore, number 14, Bentley Townsend. Those are the starting five for the guys in red. Girls in red.
Girls in red, yeah. Well, those are your starting
guys in red
lineups.
later.
Yeah. The late slate tonight. The boys taking off. Should be a good matchup. I'm excited for that one.
Yeah. Two teams that are trying to find their identity, trying to find their rhythm.
And that band.
Should be a good one. Yeah.
That band. Always so powerful here. Well, all right. We should be good to go. Want to let you know that this opening tip-off is brought to you by Farmers Bank. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Girard will win the opening tip, and that is the end of the Community National Gaming Trust pregame show as we are underway here in this CNC matchup. Jariah Adolph has it down low, passes up top Keller. Keller over to Oran. Oran will work it up at the top of the key. Kester, back to Boatman, 3-ball on the way. It's good!
And that's that offensive threat that we had talked about earlier.
If the Trojans can come out hot like that and have multiple players scoring from outside, it's going to be a dangerous battle for the Titans. Mooney working down low. It's rebounded by Boatman. Mooney had good position, just couldn't get the shot to go. Steal that roster from you. I don't want to miss any names here. This is my first time doing Columbus this season. Heat check from Boatman. It won't go for her. Johnson bringing it up the floor. Adolph guarding. Mooney has it on the wing. She's going to get it inside to Green. She has it on the free throw line. Guarded by Boatman. She'll get it back up to Mooney. Mooney, a nice dribble drive underneath, and Mooney has the first bucket for the Columbus Titans. Oran passes it off to Boatman. Kester, 3-ball. It goes off the back iron and out. Adolph comes down with it, tries to get it down to Keller, and it's poked away. This one will stay with the Trojans. It'll be Oran to inbound. Into Kester, puts up a shot, no good. Boatman gets the rebound, no good as well. Fight for the ball down low, and it will be rebounded by Tedlock. Mooney trying to shake Keller. They get it down low to Johnson. Townsend over to Johnson. Now up to Tedlock. Working the ball all the way around to Green. Johnson, top of the key with Adolph guarding. Makes a move right, pass off Townsend. Tedlock trying to get it inside to Johnson. She's immediately doubled. A little bit of an errant pass is taken away by Boatman. Adolph will set up the offense for the Trojans. Keller. Back to Oran. Dribble drive. And it's nicely poked away by Mooney. Fight for it on the floor. She's rolling around. And will be called for a travel.
Somebody get for the Lady Trojans, number 10, Marley Sisney.
Kester will have a seat, and Sisney will come into the matchup. She passes into Oran, and she will set up the offense. Calls off Keller, passes off to Boatman. Handoff to Oran, makes a move inside, and it's rejected.
Man, they're letting them play here tonight. That was pretty physical.
A lot of contact down low. Had to get that one in there for you, Carson.
Thank you.
Pass goes away to Adolph. Oran, 3 from the corner. It's good from Oran. 2-3 balls for the Trojans, and they're up 6-2. Mooney is going to be called for the travel. She wanted to pass to Tedlock, then Tedlock broke away.
So again for the ladies, that's number 15, Natalie Wary.
Boatman. Now Keller goes baseline, gets it up top to Adolph. Oran has it at the top of the key. Sets it up to Boatman. Boatman turns around, thought about shooting, will get called for the travel, had a happy feet.
Both teams have a case of happy feet tonight, it seems like. 2 travels already on Girard, 1 on Columbus. They're a little antsy coming out of the break.
It'll be Katie Mooney to bring it up the floor. And Oran pokes that one out of Townsend's hand. I didn't catch that substitution for Columbus a little bit ago. Who was that came in, Carson?
Natalie Wary, I believe.
Natalie Wary. She's 15, number 15 there, the sophomore. Mooney out to Green, back to Mooney. Corner 3 is no good. Wary fighting for the rebound down low.
It seems they got a foul on the Trojans.
That one,
Adolph.
Her first team first. So again for the Lady Trojans, number 14, Maddie Kester.
And she will be quickly subbed out for Maddie Kester. So Adolph picks up her first. It's the team's first and first foul in the matchup. Townsend's 3, no good. Rebounded by Green. Boatman, got to be careful when she's going for that jump ball. Up top, Townsend. Works around Oran. A very physical and aggressive player gets called with her first foul. I mentioned to Carson when we were headed over here that Carson Oran, such an aggressive player, often gets called for a few fouls during a game. I love watching it. Such an aggressive player. Boatman pushing up the floor. She passes back to Oran. Oran to Boatman. Up top, Keller. Keller has a step, then gets it outside to Kester. Kester will go underneath, and there's going to be a block called on Wary.
Fouls on number 15, Natalie Wary, her first, team first.
Looks like Kester will inbound for Girard.
You mentioned that comment about Carson Oran. Sometimes the most physical players are the most fun to watch.
Yeah. And a nice little inbound pass from Kester, and Boatman puts up the easy 2. That's honestly the most fun part about this Girard team is those two right there who just collided, Kennedy Keller and Carson Oran, both incredibly physical and aggressive on the defensive side. If a ball's on the floor, you'll see him there too. This one will be Columbus's ball, errant pass. Johnson inbounds to Mooney. And Johnson wasn't looking for the pass. That one sails into the bleachers.
Just nobody home on that one.
And it looks like that's going to be cause for a timeout as well. 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it right here. Girard has Erica Boatman off to a hot start so far. She hit a 3 to start things off and then put up a bucket. She accounts for 5 of the 8 points. With a 3 ball behind her was Carson Oran. Only scorer for Columbus so far, Katie Mooney.
Yeah, Columbus is really going to have to close the box in on Boatman down low if they're going to want to stop her from getting the buckets that she's probably become accustomed to over her career.
And that's something that's tough about Girard is you don't expect Boatman to be one of the top scorers on the team, especially when Oran's getting a lot of the steals. Kester, who was recently named by Sports in Kansas one of the players of the week, I believe, You just don't really expect Boatman to come in there and fill that role, but she does it so well. Can shoot from a lot of spots on the floor, and that's honestly what's helped this Girard offense all season long.
Katie Mooney, her first, team second. Subbing in for the Mighty Trojans, number 11, Girard.
It looks like Katie Mooney picked up the foul there. Kennedy Keller takes a seat for Girard. They get it into Kester. Right hook is good.
Maddie Kester.
She's got her first points of the matchup. Girard eclipses double digits. Johnson, down low to Wary, and it's rejected by Boatman. Orand will slow things down. Kester, 3-ball. No good from Kester. Boatman was down there for the rebound. A nice poke away by Townsend. It'll stay on this side of the court.
Number 1, Adelie Ruffle, and number 12, Tori Tenlock.
How'd our PA man do? Did he get that pronunciation right?
Adelie Graffel.
Graffel. Nah, he was close. Inbounded to Boatman. Back up top, Sisney. Adolph slowing things down for Girard. Gets it into Boatman. Trying to beat the 2-3 zone that Columbus is currently running. Kester spins around. Jump shot, no good. Rushed that one a little bit. Nice rebound on the play by Trinity Green. Mooney to Johnson. Back up to Mooney. Now Green. Tightly defended by Kester. And they're going to get Graffel for stepping on the line.
Yeah, you mentioned Trinity Green there. She's one of those players for Columbus that's, you know, kind of silent. You don't even realize her name's on the stat sheet, but she's really effective.
That's what every team needs. Is I don't necessarily want to call it a role player because their role is so huge on the team. But you don't say the big names or big plays about them, but they're just slowly getting their points throughout the entire matchup.
Sometimes those are the players that make the most damage.
Absolutely. Kester outside to Boatman. Or excuse me, that's Adolph, who gets tripped up on the play.
We'll get a whistle and a foul on that.
Foul's on number 1, Adelie Graffel, her first, team third.
Graffel picks up her first.
If I wasn't here to help you, would you really have gotten it right?
Nope. Okay. I would have gone exactly with what the PA said. That's why I asked. Mooney steals it away. She'll push the floor now. Gets it ahead to Johnson. Johnson's wide open under the bucket, but Sisney's there to recover for the Trojans. A physical screen from Kester. I'm glad to see Graffel's okay. She hit the floor hard on that one. Boatman sets a screen for Orand. Running floater for Orand is no good. I think it was tipped on the play. And then we're going to get a foul on Orand as well.
Foul on number 22, Carson Orand, her second, team third.
So Carson Orand picks up her second.
12, Kennedy Keller.
And Keller returns. Wanted to run the full court press, but Herlocker calls her off. Minute 15 to go here in the first quarter. Adolph and Keller trying to run the trap, and Boatman with a steal down low. Boatman's having a great game. Adolph.
Yeah. Erica Boatman's just doing it on both ends of the court right now.
She's had a couple of blocks and now a few steals as well. And Keller knocks down the triple-double. The triple.
Triple-double.
I was thinking of triple-double for Boatman because of her stats right now, but that one's poked away by Keller. Mooney in the corner. Gets across court to Johnson. She'll work around off Kester. Graffel 3. No good. Gets her own rebound. Puts up the shot. That one's good.
Adelie Graffel.
Adolph to Keller. Now to Sisney. Boatman, top of the key. Works around, gets to Adolph in the corner, 3-ball, no good. Rebound to Kester. Puts up the shot, no good. Rebound to Boatman. And she'll be fouled on the floor. With 8 seconds to go, chance for a couple dribbles and a shot.
Foul number 12, Tori Tedlock, her first, team fourth.
Tedlock picks up her first.
Bailey Walker.
Bailey Walker makes her first appearance into the matchup as Erica Boatman will take a seat. You know, I need to start keeping track of rebounds and assists. Normally Josh does that. I've never been very good at keeping track of that during the game. I always like to go back through at the end. But with Eastside Cafe's new deal, the triple-double stack, or the double-double stack, I should say, or a dunk for a short stack, I need to start keeping track of that a little bit better. End of the first quarter.
I've heard it's the best breakfast in Crawford County.
It is. 100%. Do you contest that?
No, not really.
Yeah.
I have no reason to.
Exactly. Best breakfast in Crawford County, Eastside Cafe. That'll be our postgame show, of course. End of the first quarter. Girard currently leads 13-4. We'll be right back for second quarter action on Girard Sports Live.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
I suppose. Welcome back. Trojans ahead 13-4 over the Columbus Titans here in the second quarter. We got 7:55 to go.
There we go. Tilt it up a little bit.
That shot is missed. I didn't see you shot it. And now baseline shot from Wary. Adolph. Hands off, Kester, now Sisney, now Keller. Walker, straight to the bucket. And gets it to slide in. Walker's skill, it doesn't matter, that basket went in. Johnson, up top. Now Mooney working on Keller, passes it cross, Townsend, and now over to Wary. That shot is missed and rebounded by Sisney. It'll be Adolph now to bring it up the floor. Kester over to Adolph. Kester pulls up from the baseline, misses everything. Kester having a hard time finding her rhythm. Aside from the two balls she made, she's had a couple missed shots here to start. Townsend on the wing, gets inside Wary, didn't collect the pass before she went. Ahead to Adolph. Adolph, off the backboard, dunk it. She'll go up for the layup instead. And gets it to go.
Yeah, you tried on that one.
Would have been cool to see. Sometimes I think Kester can get up there. She's a fairly good high jumper over on the track side, so I say fairly good. She's been pretty good these last couple of years.
Bailey Walker, her first, team first.
That foul goes on Bailey Walker. It'll be Johnson to inbound. Up top, Townsend. Thought about it, passes off. Tedlock loses it. Townsend back to Mooney. Townsend up top. Tedlock in the corner. And it's stolen away by Sisney. Sisney, she's pushing the floor quick. And it's stolen away by Dryan Adolph. Picked up by Townsend, and here come the Columbus Titans, working it down into the corner. Johnson thought about it, will instead hand it off to Mooney. Mooney gets it up top to Townsend. She's guarded by Kester. Keller going to be called for the foul.
A little extracurricular activity there.
Well, I mentioned if the ball's on the floor, you can imagine either Keller or Rand are going to be. That one, she accidentally collided with Townsend. Went for the leg sweep, classic.
Nothing better than wrestling moves in basketball.
Exactly.
I mean, it just makes my day.
It's even better in basketball, I think. Johnson works around off Adolph. Gets off Tedlock. Now Mooney up top of the key. She'll work on Keller. Over to Townsend now. They get it over to Wary. Wary goes baseline. Had a step on Boatman, who pokes it away.
Boatman has just been everywhere tonight for the Trojans. I mean, I knew she was physical, but I didn't realize she was going to be able to complete it on both sides of the court.
And she has played one of her best games this season. Arguably one of her best was against Chanute to round out the year, where she was hitting 3 after 3. Sisney's 3 is missed, and then guess who? Erica Boatman gathers the rebound and puts it up for 2.
And these second chance points right here is what's starting to hurt Columbus here in the second quarter and allowing Girard to pull away. They're really going to have to attack Boatman deep underneath the basket to prevent her from getting her usual things.
And it's tough because the height advantage currently definitely is in favor of Girard.
Absolutely.
Wary working around on the wing. Kester slides in, steals it away. Boatman has 7. She leads the team right now. She'll have it again inside. Nice assist to Kester, who can't get it to fall. Boatman picks it up and 1.
I mean, if you're Coach Herlocker right now, that play couldn't have worked out any better considering how it looked with Kester having an open look at the basket and it going out. Boatman right there for the end 1.
I mean, it was wide open underneath. The play worked perfectly. But then
after that,
with the recovery.
If you're Coach Herlocker, you know, Maddie Kester typically is going to get those buckets. Boatman's right there with the assist. That's when you know you got a good team, when you've got a backup to a backup.
Absolutely. Boatman with the free throw. Cannot get it to go. Kester fights for the board. Passes outside Adolph. Now over to Orand. Now Kester steps in. Will be called for the travel. She did a moonwalk.
Put on some shiny gloves and a top hat, and she'll be Michael Jackson.
I miss him. Mooney passes off to Johnson.
Thanks for that.
Corner to Graffel. Now Mooney up top, guarded by Orand. She'll work baseline. Gets it off to Graffel, who toes the line once more. I think Graffel has a size too big a shoe. That's the second time now she's been caught on the out-of-bounds line.
First game back, you know, you're going to have those simple errors that probably wouldn't make in late February or March. It's just about getting the jitters out. And
yeah, these first few games off the December break are always interesting to say the least.
Exactly.
Keller puts up the bucket. She's got 5. It's always interesting to see how an offense is going to run, and that's also part of the advantage that Girard has here is they've got a game under their belt on this side of the break. It's going to be a foul down low. It's on Keller.
Kennedy Keller, her team third, excuse me. Subbing in for Lady Trojans, number 10, Marley Sisney.
Keller's got to take a seat, so Sisney will return. Graffel wide open for the 2. No good. Townsend gets the rebound, puts it up, no good. Graffel grabs another rebound. Here's a chance. You got to get these second chance points if you want a shot. As Mooney driving around, locked up by Adolph. Johnson works off the screen from Townsend. Townsend has it wide open. 3 ball on the way, no good from Townsend. Johnson gets the rebound and 1.
Riley Johnson.
And that might help Columbus out a little bit. You'd think if they were just able to get, you know, a bucket, an and one, or a bucket and a stop, just something to turn that motivation around to stop the bleeding here.
Johnson's free throw, no good. That would have really helped their momentum.
But if you can get a stop here,
come back and get a score, then you're rolling in the right direction. Kester outside to Adolph. She thought about it. We'll pass it off to Orand. It was a good closeout on the edge by Mooney. Orand steps in, outside Adolph. Inside Boatman. Working around, gets it out. Sisney loses it, and she will go out of bounds with it. Two minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the first half. And Orand gets a steal. Orand flying to the bucket. Goes into the contact from Mooney and puts it up good for two. Orand's got 5. And we're going to get a timeout. It's a full timeout, so we'll take a quick break. 25-8, Trojans lead here on Girard Sports Live.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings, chicken and noodles, and so much more. And of course, their delicious homemade pies. Dine in or carry out available. Chicken Annie's of Girard has the best value, flavor, and service in the area. Stop in soon or call for catering. 620-724-4090.
Welcome back to Girard Sports Live, simulcasted today on the Columbus Sports Live. I have to be not as biased as I normally am, Carson.
That's right.
Girard has a 25-8 lead over the Titans currently, headed by Erica Boatman. Boatman has 9 points in the contest, and at halftime I'm going to go down and talk to Coach Gegg and see how many rebounds she's at, because it's possible we might see the double-double or potentially triple-double here for Erica Boatman. Obviously a hard task to have in high school basketball. Not a lot of opportunities arise for assists and rebounds, but Erica Boatman's on that path. Not to jinx her, of course.
I've done that a couple times.
Yeah, it's always unfortunate to call it out and then it just dwindles out in the second half. Something else that might be unfortunate for Boatman is the lead. If Girard starts to draw away a little bit more, there could be potential for these starters to not play a lot of that second half.
Especially if there's a turbo clock and Coach Walker calls off the dogs a little earlier than what he probably expected.
So it'll be Girard. Boatman gets it baseline, and she's going to get a block called on Graffel. Titans have 4 players with a bucket, all of them with 2, of course. Mooney, Graffel, Johnson, and Wary all have a score, and that's how their total rounds out to 8. Adolph inbounds to Kester. Kester up to Sisney. Walker launches, no good. Kester in the right position, puts it up good. The amount of offensive rebounds and scores off those offensive rebounds definitely taking a toll. Townsend to Johnson. Johnson back to Townsend. Back to Johnson. Green loses it, and it'll go out of bounds.
But if you're Columbus and you're looking at the stat sheet right now, the one thing that you can take away from this that's positive is, like you mentioned, somebody has scored every one of those buckets, somebody different. And that's one thing, if you're Columbus, that you can take away, that you can spread out the offense a little bit.
That's always coming into playing Columbus, as Sisney puts up a nice little bucket. But whenever I'm scouting Columbus at all, I'm always looking Katie Mooney, Briley Johnson. Mooney being that 4-year starter, Johnson being a solid all-around player, senior player for this Titan team. I look at those two, but knowing that you have other girls who are going to fill in down the road is so huge for a team, so huge for a coach, and especially knowing that they can get buckets and play their own way while Mooney and Johnson aren't on the floor. It'll be Townsend for the free throw. Sisney picks up her second. Couple of Trojans in foul trouble as Columbus has entered the bonus.
Subbing for the Lincoln Titans, number 0, Katie Mooney.
Mooney returns. Graffel will take a seat. Second free throw from Townsend is no good. Jiraiya will slow things down. Herlocker calls in the play. Sisney has it up top, gets it over to Kester. Kester down low, Boatman. Boatman, she'll drive baseline, and we'll get an offensive foul called on her. Green absorbs the contact.
Foul on number 23, Erica Boatman, her first.
That might be the motivation Columbus needs right there. You know, sometimes those charge block calls that you think could go either way work in your favor. Motivation can start to swing your direction.
Something to build off of. And that's all Columbus needs right now is just that spark to get them going.
Something to stop the bleeding.
Boatman steals it away. Kester to Walker. Down low to Boatman. Puts a little hook on it. No good. Just over 10 to play. In this first half, Johnson thought about it, won't shoot, and will double dribble. Adolph. And that's how the first half will end. Girard leads 29-9. When we return, G&Make halftime show here on Girard Sports Live.
Since 1918, GN Bank has been the heart of our community. Big enough to meet all your banking needs, but small enough to offer that personal touch you deserve. From agricultural loans to home mortgages, GN Bank has the expertise, products, and service to help you thrive. With a pledge to treat others ethically, be adaptable, focus on customers, and invest in the communities they serve, GN Bank is committed to your success. The best place to bank and borrow, GN Bank, where community banking truly comes first. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Selling equipment can be a hassle. Whether you're needing to replace an old tractor or you're finally getting to retire, the time and energy needed to clean, prep, promote, and sell seems daunting. That's why you need Tyler Jackman and Big Iron Auctions. From one piece to the whole farm, Big Iron Auctions can deliver your items to more than 750,000 registered bidders. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 or learn more at BigIronAuctions.com. It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's Chicken Annie's Girard. When you're facing a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Catering and carry out from Chicken Annie's Girard. When an onion ring craving is too much to bear, when the family's coming over and you weren't aware, it's Chicken Annie's Girard to the rescue. When there's 20, 30, 100 to feed, you need Chicken Annie's Girard indeed. A heroic value, superb flavor. When there's a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Chicken Annie's Girard.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
More than just your neighborhood pharmacy, Mathis Drug is your hometown partner in health. With pharmacist Bria Scheibe and an experienced, highly trained staff, Mathis Drug is ready to serve you. And now, Mathis Drug offers comprehensive compounding, which is one of the few pharmacies in Southeast Kansas with this convenient on-site service. From medications to expert advice, call 620-261-9779. Mathis Drug Store, where community and care come together.
From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
Welcome back here to Girard Sports Live. It's been a bit of a runaway here for the Girard Trojans as we move into the GN Bank halftime show. Of course, letting you know that the halftime show is brought to you by GN Bank, where they've been providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. Trojans currently lead 29-9. Those 9 points for the Titans coming from 5 different players. Mooney, Graffel, Johnson, Townsend, and Wary have all scored. Townsend's the odd one out with 1 point. On the other side, Girard Trojans are headed in scoring by Erica Boatman. She currently has 9. Carson Oran and Kennedy Keller behind her with 5 each. Maddie Kester right behind them with 4 points, and then Marley Sisney and Jariah Adolph round out the scoring with 2 apiece. Well, Carson, the Columbus Titans started to lose it a little bit there towards the middle of that second quarter. They kind of started to lose those offensive rebounds. Girard was getting a lot of those, a lot of second chance points. Is that kind of what led to this runaway? And then turnovers as well, a problem. What's your take on all of this?
Well, and you kind of said it. The second chance points are they're hurting us right now, and that's kind of been the case all year. But I do think we are a first half team, at least the girls. So this was a little frustrating to see that we couldn't get some shots that I felt like we'd normally go in. You're on somebody else's court. It's the first game back. There's going to be issues no matter what team you have, no matter who you got on the team. Season opener 96 Bulls wasn't pretty. So when you think about the youth that they have and what they're working with and what Girard has coming back experience-wise, they may not have a ton of seniors, but they've got a lot of experience, and Coach Herlocker's done a nice job of using that. But when it comes down to why the score looks like this, it's just those second chance points that have been biting Columbus a little bit, and I think that solid rebounds, boxing out, getting physical underneath the basket. They've let a lot of stuff go tonight. So just keeping it physical underneath the basket, making sure that you don't let Girard get a second, third, fourth shot at it. Columbus can crawl their way back into this game. It's just going to take patience and a little bit of time.
Definitely going to be able to come back. The score, although it may have seemed like Girard was really pulling away, 20 points, not all that much in the grand scheme of things, especially in basketball. A good run, and you could be right back within this game. Those halftime stats are brought to you by B&B Excavating. The numbers don't lie. Dirt is heavy. So trust the guys at B&B Excavating to move what needs moving, specializing in septic systems, waterline install and repair, driveways, rock hauling, and leveling. B&B Excavating calls 620-724-2735. And that eye on the game, as always, is brought to you by Canar Eye Care. As we take a look back at that first half, Canar Eye Care is here to make sure you can see what you're looking at. Canar Eye Care, locations in Pittsburgh and Girard, is here to help their valued customers. Learn more at CanarEyeCare.com. We'll take a quick break. Second and last break of this GN Bank halftime show. When we return, Titans and Girard in the second half here on Girard Sports Live.
Communicating with current and potential customers is a must in the world of business. Advertising is nothing more than communication and an invitation. Look no further than Norris Advertising, offering a wide variety of services from billboards, radio across the 4 states, and digital ad services like ZTV, YouTube, geofencing, streaming, and more beyond the local view. Looking to upgrade your storefront? Norris Advertising is your go-to for local digital sign sales. Norris Advertising. Get your ads to work.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings, chicken and noodles, and so much more. And of course, their delicious homemade pies. Dine in or carry out available. Chicken Annie's of Girard has the best value, flavor, and service in the area. Stop in soon or call for catering. 620-724-4090.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Welcome back here to Girard Sports Live. I went down to ask for some numbers so I could give you guys an update on the double-double, and the only ones I got were Boatman maybe has 7 rebounds. Thank you to Coach Adolph. He's running the scores and the clock, just in case you guys didn't know.
So we're going to go with maybe 7 on that?
Maybe 7. And you know what? We're going to run with it.
If you start taking them now with 7, then we'll give an unofficial number.
We can give an unofficial stat for sure. Well, that is the end here of the GN Bank halftime show, and we're underway in the third quarter. Orand to start things off for the Trojans. They're working the ball around. Adolph to Boatman, who will work around on Townsend. Spin move, shot, no good. It's rebounded by Boatman, and she'll put up the bucket. A good start towards that double-double as she now has over 10 points with 11.
Gotta get 3 more rebounds.
Yep.
Unofficially.
Unofficially for the double-double stack. Outside Johnson, 3-ball on the way. It misses everything. And will go out of bounds. Girard's possession. Boatman to Kester, 3-ball. That one looks good. It is good. Kester's got 7 now.
When you're hot, you're hot.
Down low Johnson, a chance to make a move, and it's rebounded by Boatman.
she's working for it.
Well, unofficially, she's 1 away from the double-double stack. Oran, 3-ball in the corner. It's good. Trojans coming out firing to start this second half.
Like we said in the pregame show, just a very offensive-heavy team, and they're not making us eat our words tonight, that's for sure.
Johnson to Green in the corner. And it's poked away by Boatman. It'll stay on this side. Baseline, Green. Will be fouled by Boatman. It's Boatman's second. She needs to be careful. I don't want her in foul trouble ruining this opportunity.
I'm not sure if she's going to pick up 3 fouls in the rest of the game, considering she had 1 in the entire first half. Well, I guess she's got 2 in the third quarter. We'll see.
It'll be Oran to bring it across half court.
Somebody needs to let her know she's playing for a double-double stack.
Yeah. Gosh, guys, come on.
She might be less physical down low.
Oran grabs the pass, able to keep it in bounds, but it's stolen away by Johnson. Johnson's got to be careful. Keller right there for the steal. Keller passes ahead to Adolph. She'll put up the easy 2 and make it. You know, I really love Eastside Cafe and Andrew Fawcett over there for making this happen as Boatman gets the steal. She's playing out of her mind in this matchup. Goes up for the easy 2. She's got 13. She doesn't just want to do it, she wants to do it with style. Going for another steal there and gets called for the foul. That's her 3rd. And she will be subbed out.
A little confused she is on that one.
But it was, I really got to appreciate Andrew Fawcett over there on Eastside for doing this promotion with us. It really makes the games like you're really watching for that stat. Obviously during football is the sack, and the players get in on it too. It gives them something to really go for late in those games.
I think that's why she was upset she got subbed out. She's like, come on, coach.
I'm almost at the double-double stack. I want my pancakes. And so do the people. Walker comes away with it. She's going to slow things down, give it to Keller. Keller going in on the 1v3. Gets it out to Sisney. 3-ball. Good.
Girard is just on fire here in this second half.
Fire. Johnson, guarded by Keller. In the corner to Wary, gets it back to Johnson. Nice little play. Tedlock open down low. Can't get it to go, but she's fouled on the way up by Sisney. I believe that's Sisney's 3rd.
Foul on number 10, Marley Sisney, her 3rd, team 3rd. To the line, shooting 2, number 12, Tori Tedlock.
Well, this does just tell me, though, that Josh always keeps track of rebounds, but this tells me in the future I need to do that as well. That's a fault.
Need to get you a scorebook.
Yeah, instead of just writing it down scribbly on this roster. It's probably a smart move.
I got one, but I'm running out of pages, and my new one doesn't come in until next week. So
I believe Jock Snitch sells them. Not too sure, though.
I think that's where I got this one.
Oh, how about that? Adolph gets it down low to Keller. Outside Oran. Oran, baseline. Fakes the jumper. Shot's no good. I need to get me one of these. This is nice.
It's what all the coaches recommend, so I figured I'd go with it.
That's fair. That's what our stat keeper is using down at the scores table right now. Hey, give me one of these.
Now give me mine back before you put it in your bag.
Yeah, I was about to take it. Green passes back up to Johnson. Now over to Wary. Wary gets over to Tedlock, who's left wide open. And now Green, guarded tightly. It'll be Johnson who brings it around. Sisney steps inside. It'll go off her foot and out of bounds. Johnson looking for someone to inbound to. Gets in the corner to Wary. Down low, left wide open is Green, and she gets the bucket.
Trinity Green.
Did someone make a free throw that I'm missing here, man?
Yes.
Who?
Who was at the foul stripe this last time?
Keller gets the bucket. My points add up to 11 instead of 12. It's unfortunate. Got a mystery point. We'll go with it. Works for me. There's a mystery point that's just been given to Townsend. Hope it was her.
That's not who I pointed at, but that's okay.
It's not. My bad.
Fouls on number 25, Bailey Walker, her 2nd, team 4th. To the line, shooting 2, number 0, Katie Moody.
They're all arbitrary anyways.
Hey, exactly. I mean, Nobody's taking pictures of our stats.
That's for sure.
Something in for the Lady Tigers, number 1, Adelie Groffel. And then for the Lady Trojans, they have number 14, Maddie Kester, and number 23, Erica Boatman.
Mooney gets both of them to go from the line. Had a bit of a platoon swap, a lot of faces returning to the matchup. The big name, Erica Boatman, return in search of her 10th rebound, which unofficially, that's it.
That's it.
Unofficially, of course, because we're going off the word of Mr. Adolph down there. Unofficially.
Do you trust his word is the question.
We'll let her go for a few more. You know, just to be safe.
Okay. So if she ends up getting like 13, then you know you've got it in the bag.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Because when I asked him how sure he was, he just pointed to his noggin. So that tells me he's pretty confident.
I've done that before.
Green passes off to Mooney. Mooney sidesteps, guarded tightly by Oran, and now it's Green passing off to Groffel. There's been some debate at that over the half as well on the pronunciation of that name. But I'm going to go with Groffel for the remainder of this one. And it'll be 2 shots for Mooney.
Carson Oran, her third, team fifth. To the line, shooting 2, number 0, Katie Mooney.
First one is good for Mooney.
One thing about Katie, she's going to make her free throws. If she's missed any this season, the number can't be very high because she's pretty consistent from the foul stripe.
That's a crucial attribute to have on the floor. Adolph returns. But being able to knock down your free throws, just so important, especially when you get to the late game, because coach is going to give you the ball, especially if you're about to get fouled. Sisney, one pumps and shoots.
I mean, you got to be kidding me.
Hey, when it's your night, it's your night.
That's right.
Adolph guarding Mooney.
I think a couple of the lights went out because Girard's starting to shoot them all out.
Everything falling on this side of the court. As Tedlock has it inside, one step blocked by Oran, and then Boatman will pick up her 4th foul. So if she fouls out of this game, I'm going to give it to her.
To the line, shooting 2, number 3, Riley Johnson.
You know, I said because she only had 1 at half that she probably wouldn't foul out, but I mean, unofficially, she's already got it. So
unofficially, you gotta keep that in mind. This is all very unofficial, and I don't want to go back on our live stream and rewatch just to see if she has all the rebounds. I'll most likely rewatch it tonight, but that's not early enough to let you guys know.
Yeah. Do a midnight live stream to confirm the double-double stack at Eastside Cafe.
Woo. A lot of contact on the way up. Kester is fouled. It'll be Groffel who picks it up. Yeah. Now, I can always bring that in to tomorrow's broadcast and say, hey guys, we didn't get to mention to it yesterday because it was unofficial, but I like doing things at the time that they happen.
You can call up Eastside Cafe and let them know, hey, Wednesday, double-double stack.
That's
from Monday's game, just so we can make it official.
If it is to happen, it would go on the following Wednesday or Saturday, depending on when the game was. So this would happen on Wednesday.
Right.
All right, so I tell you what, guys.
This is all off the fly, and I have no...
This is all off the fly, and Carson has no stake in it whatsoever.
I was about to say.
But I want my pancakes, so I'm going to go back and rewatch tonight's game, and then tomorrow's broadcast. As God is my witness, I will tell you guys whether or not she got that double-double.
So for the Girard fans, stay tuned for Girard Sports Live tomorrow when they play Riverton.
To find out if we'll have a double-double short stack on Wednesday.
More than just a basketball game at stake in this one.
It is a lot more than a basketball game. 51-17 with a minute to go here in the third. Walker hands off to Oran. Euro step inside. It'll be Johnson who picks up the foul on the way up. That's Johnson's first.
Johnson, her first, team second. To the line, shooting two, number 22, Carson Oran.
I saw Coach Herlocker talking to Walker down there, and I can't really read his lips too well, but it was something along the lines of points, and I'm going to guess this is one of Boatman's best games so far of the season, possibly of her career.
She's been doing it all down there for Girard.
She's looking at the stat sheet that...
Yeah, I just looked at that.
that coach is keeping beside her.
Coming in from the Lady Trojans, number 12, Kennedy Keller.
Keller enters the matchup. Carson Orand will take a seat.
See, but Coach Herlocker, they'll go into the locker room after the game and he'll say, you know what, Erica, nice game, but 3 fouls in the third quarter, really? We got to work on that.
Yeah, it's always so funny. You know, she's having one of her best games, 13 points, and just playing out of her mind defensively. As that is a 3-ball hit by Townsend.
Bentley Townsend.
I think she was just real happy that one went in. I think I saw a little prayer go up from her.
Bentley's another quiet player, you know. Look down, she's got 15 points, and you're like, where?
Yeah.
But they certainly do help.
Absolutely. Sisney knocks down another tray, by the way. Or might have been a 2-ball. My stats have degraded since this conversation of pancakes has started.
You're talking about food and you forget about the numbers. I think we did that in a softball game, you and I, one time, where we just started talking about food. And
To the line, shooting two, number 3, Riley Johnson.
Oh boy. With 4.4 seconds left, they're going to bring Erica Boatman in. Keller, get out of that spot. Boatman wants her rebounds.
Unofficially, she's got it, but she's trying to secure the money.
Right. She knows what we're talking about up here.
Money being pancakes.
Head to Sisney. Over to Keller, and we're going to have
a stoppage of play. We get a no?
Well, they're just going to reset the clock to 4.4 and take it from the inbounds.
I'm not sure what the problem was, but...
Me either. She must not have gotten all the way out. Throw it up, Sisney. Oh. That one surprisingly doesn't fall for her. 54-21 is our score. Unofficial double-double for Erica Boatman. At the end of the third quarter, Trojans lead over the Titans. You're watching Girard basketball here on Girard Sports Live.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back. 54-21 is our score. And it'll be the normal starters. Besides Marley Sisney out on the floor, it'll be Carson Orand who's taking her leave. She played most of that third quarter, getting the chance to rest now, and enjoy her spoils of war. Adolph passes back Sisney. Now Keller. Keller gets inside to Adolph, and Adolph gets the left hand. Do I even bother with stats? I'm off. I'm way off on stats. I might as well just call it.
That's what happens when you talk about pancakes.
Pancakes, man. Mooney, a nice screen for Townsend. She makes her way to the bucket and is fouled by Boatman, and that's going to be it for her.
Fouls on number 23, Erica Boatman, her fifth, team first.
And Boatman a little upset. Boatman.
She's like, somebody better be keeping stats on rebounds.
Yeah. Thought she was straight up, but gets the foul called on her. A little upset with it, but it'll be Walker who enters the game for her. Townsend misses the first free throw. And we do have turbo clock. Second one is good from Townsend. She's put together a nice little game here. Adolph to Keller, now to Sisney. Back up top, Keller. Steps into it.
And guarded through swish.
Wow. Normally known for her defensive play, steps up and sinks the guarded three. Just how the night's going for the Trojans.
Girard plays like this all year. An undefeated season could very well be on the rise for these Trojan girls.
And he's not even biased.
I'm just being honest. I mean, like,
Green's shot is missed, rebounded by Keller. Keller, outside Sisney. She'll get it up top to Adolph. And they'll set up that play. Adolph goes baseline, passes outside Sisney. Thought about it, won't shoot. Takes it to the bucket instead. Can't get it to go, rebounded by Green. Townsend, nice dribble drive to the bucket. And Townsend with another bucket. She's been the scoring force so far this fourth quarter with just 5.5 to go. Kester, aggressive drive to the bucket, can't get the shot to go, but she will be sent to the free throw line. Free thrower attempts are great for the running clock because it just keeps them rolling. Not a lot of play, not a lot of action happens.
Number 14, Maddie Kester.
First one from Kester is good.
Really good looking shot there from Maddie. Good form on that.
I think she has 8. Speculation.
We're just speculating on everything tonight.
Hey, these stats are unofficial in the end. I am going to run down and get the official scores from the scores table after this is done. Second one from Maddie's good as well. Well, we will have an entire substitution, a lot of new faces on the floor for the Trojans. Same faces for the Titans. Johnson brings it up the floor. Now Townsend, now Mooney in the corner. Thought about it, will not shoot. Up top, Johnson once more. Green. Mooney on the outside. Back inside to Mooney, a nice pass. Working this triangle right here. Deep three from Mooney. Off the back iron and no good. Green with a good rebound, gets it off to Wary, and she knocks down the shot.
Natalie Wary.
Autumn Avery bringing it up the floor. Had a chance to watch a little bit of that JV game beforehand, and she had a pretty good performance. This one's passed down to a Plotnick, and they're going to get a jump ball called.
Haven't had a lot of those tonight.
No, it's been fairly...
They're letting them play. They're letting them be a little more aggressive, and
yeah,
truthfully, I like that. It's kind of hard to stay focused in call games when you breathe and it's a foul, but
yeah,
when you let them play and let them have fun, it makes it more enjoyable.
I think Erica Boatman would disagree with you.
Well,
but I do understand what you mean.
But
I do understand what you mean. I feel like it's been a very fairly called game on both sides. Not a lot of fouls in general.
No.
That's always more fun to watch. It definitely suits Girard's play style to have not a lot of fouls called with
very physical, in-your-face type
aggressive defense, yeah. Johnson 3 ball, bang. She rattles it home. Avery. It's stolen away by Mooney. Mooney passes ahead to Townsend. Plotnick back on defense. Townsend can't get the shot to go. Avery. Ahead to Stafford. Stafford. I want to see her launch a 3. There it is. Bang. Oh! I called it. Brooke Stafford. Something I was telling Carson before the game is Brooke is not afraid to shoot, and that is something I love about watching her. And honestly, something I commend Coach Herlocker on. Even though these are the younger players, don't get a lot of varsity time, he will let them fire away no matter what. And that's something that I've always admired in coaches.
Yeah.
Is just let your team be aggressive. Doesn't matter how old they are. Let them shoot if they're going to shoot. If they make it, heck yeah. If they miss it, so does everyone.
Well, she works on that form a little bit with her just being a sophomore. There's your future three-point specialist right there.
Exactly. And Girard has plenty of young players to come through and spend some time with Herlocker throughout these next couple seasons, but Adolph and company going to be gone next season. And it'd be nice to have someone to be able to replace her outside the arc. Ball handling as well is going to be huge. Johnson inbound. She gets it into Mooney. 3 ball for Mooney. Bang! Well, now we're just throwing up threes from both sides.
And they're going in.
They're going in. You got to respect it. Avery.
If you can make it, why not take it?
Exactly. Stafford gets it out to Avery. She fakes and goes baseline and will be fouled. Just over a minute to play. Boys getting ready to warm up for either team. We've mentioned it a little bit that I think this boys game is going to be a real good one between the two. The Titan boys haven't had too hot of a start. Our Girard boys have put together a couple of wins, but still trying to work to put together the pieces and really come together as a full team.
Both teams trying to find their identity.
And I think Girard's leaning more towards defensive prowess, but you never know as the season entails. Still got a lot of games left in this basketball season.
That's right. Early January will be finished by March.
It's a bit of a daunting season ahead. Johnson nails that 3. These baskets are favoring every shot here.
Yeah. And Girard, truthfully, probably, well, I was going to say hold for last shot, but
Tedlock takes Plotnick to Suplex City.
But that'll do it.
Won't matter in the end, as that'll be the end of regulation here. Girard takes home the victory, 64-35. We'll have the post-game show right after this quick break. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
something out of nothing. The Trojans all over him. It's going to be a big loss on the play.
A Trojan sack means $1 short stacks at Eastside Cafe. Kick off your day with a hearty breakfast or take that midday break at Eastside Cafe. And this fall, when the Trojans get a sack, you get $1 short stacks the next day. Eastside Cafe, a favorite of the 4 states winner. Go Trojans from Eastside Cafe.
Hello, 4 States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the 4 States area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a Jay Hatfield family member or managing partner. At Jay Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at Jay Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the Jay Hatfield family.
Shrine Bowl donate nearly $4 million to Shriners Children's Hospitals while playing for the kids. Tonight, we have Shriners from MRSA here to extend an official invitation to Mr. Scott Moore to participate in the 52nd Annual Kansas Shrine Bowl presented by Mammoth. This selection was the result of the media voting and coach selections following the 2024 football season. The 2025 Kansas Shrine Bowl will take place Saturday, June 21st at 7 p.m. in Dodge City. All net proceeds from the Kansas Shrine Bowl benefit Shriners Children, where they provide the most amazing care anywhere and are dedicated to improving the lives of children by providing pediatric specialty care, innovative research, and outstanding teaching programs for medical professionals. Children up to the age of 18 are eligible for care and receive all services in a family-centered environment, regardless of the patient's ability to pay. Additional events include the Kansas Masonic All-State Marching Band Camp, the Kansas Shrine Bowl All-Star Cheer Camp, the Kansas Shrine Bowl Charity Carnival, Golf Tournament, Parade, and much more. To show your support for our Kansas Shrine Bowl All-Star, visit www.kansasshrinebowl.com/support. Thank you, Shriners, and congratulations, Scott, to the 2025 Kansas Bowl East All-Star.
All right, well, Scott Moore there, you can see, selected to play in the Shrine Bowl. And luckily now I'm joined by Coach Herlocker. Coach, good win today.
Yeah, really proud of the kids. You know, we mixed defenses up pretty good tonight and thought we kept them in chaos most of the night. And that's what you hope for, and it happened tonight for us. You know, is our second game back. Might have only been their first game back. They're a lot better team than they showed tonight, but just really fortunate to come out with a win.
Those shots were raining down from outside almost all the time. Did you just say let loose in that second half or what?
Well, you know, we got the same shots in the first half, I felt like, and they didn't fall. You know, we got wide open shot after wide open shot, and that's kind of what I told them at halftime. I said, hey, you know, lid's not going to be on it forever. You know, that second half is generally how we shoot in practice. You know, the kids are shooting well this year and putting the time in they need to be successful at that, and so it just, you know, it was just a matter of time, and then it, you know, it finally happened, and going along with the defense, it makes it pretty tough to play against.
Well, Coach, I got one more very important question for you. Erica Boatman had a great game. She unfortunately fouled out. Do you think she got the double-double tonight?
I don't know. She had to set a lot more than I like her to set, because she did get she earned 2 or 3 of them, but she got a couple tough calls in there too. So
she had an amazing game though, and more towards her performance. I mean, how do you contest her stepping up like that?
You know, Erica's been that since the freshman year. She caught my eye. You know, her freshman year, she's always rebounded like she has, and I knew that she would put the polish to the game. She didn't have that polish as a freshman, but you know, here in her junior year, she's really starting to blossom into a very, very unbelievably special player. And like you say, you know, just the sky's the limit for her, and how she plays and Maddie plays, and it's kind of how we'll go as a team. And some of those sophomores really coming on now too. So fun to watch. It's fun as a coach to sit back and watch these guys become who they are, meant to be.
That's awesome. Tomorrow night, looking ahead, tomorrow's matchup against Riverton, what do you see outcome-wise between our two teams?
You know, that's one, the real bad part about this snow thing. You know, Riverton's got a really, really good club. You know, their point guard is probably the most polished player in our league. She's that, and we got a really good league, so that tells you what kind of a guard she is. They've got some really good complementary pieces to that. And so not being able to get the walkthrough and be as prepared on defense like we were tonight is, you know, but, you know, you're going to play sub-state, you're going to play other games, and you're going to have, you know, to go that next day. So, you know, you always look at it, you know, you can look at it negative or you can look at it positive, and I always like to look at it positive. You know, win, lose, or draw, it's going to create adversity that will just only make us stronger in the long term.
Well, Coach, good win tonight and good luck tomorrow against Riverton.
We're excited.
Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Coach Herlocker joining us here on the broadcast. That post-game... What's up? Coach Gegg thinks it's way over 10, so... All right, that post-game coach interview, as always, is brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust. Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. We'll go back to our break. That was a nice little Shrine Bowl presentation for Scott Moore. I believe Columbus has a representative in the Shrine Bowl as well, Carson.
Yep, Jace Midget, who had a really good football career, ended it with, I mean, he was just a guy that was always catching the ball, taking it to the house. I mean, he'll be representing part of the East Side in the Kansas Shrine Bowl. Do you know where it's at this year?
I have no idea.
All right, well, we'll figure that out, and then we'll let you know. But Scott Moore and Jace Midget representing little CNC SEK action down here in the Kansas Shrine Bowl. So root for the East Side always on that one.
Absolutely. It's awesome to see multiple go. Normally there's one on a lucky chance you get two, and this is one of those lucky chances, I think.
Well, and I just really enjoy the fact that what the Shrine Bowl represents and what it's about. You know, BJ had that for a while. Now Bryce Kessler is the owner of it, part of that Varsity Sports Live crew. So it's for a great cause. You know, we love the football, we love the fun, but it's mainly about the kids.
Absolutely.
And Bryce and company up there do a really good job of making sure that the players and everybody involved know that and become a part of that. So very good job to Scott and to Jace to get that opportunity.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to take another quick break. When we return, the remainder of this post-game show here on Girard Sports Live.
Tries to make something out of nothing. The Trojans all over him. It's going to be a big loss on the play.
A Trojan sack means $1 short stacks at Eastside Cafe. Kick off your day with a hearty breakfast or take that midday break at Eastside Cafe. And this fall, when the Trojans get a sack, you get $1 short stacks the next day. Eastside Cafe, a favorite of the Four States winner. Go Trojans from Eastside Cafe.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the Four States area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a Jay Hatfield family member or managing partner. At Jay Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at Jay Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the Jay Hatfield family.
The first one here is a 2017 Ford Focus with only 21,000 miles. That one's not for sale though. I'm going to probably keep that one.
Hi, my name's Eddie.
2016 Chevy Malibu with only 13,000 miles, but I might hang on to that one too. So let me show you the next one. Ford F-150, but that That one's going to stay with me too. So let's go down to the next one here.
Hi, I'm Eddie.
2017 F-150, so we have 3 of them. I could probably let that one go.
Hi, my name's Eddie.
2015 Ford Transit Cargo. I'm going to keep that one because I have to move here soon. But the rest of them, you're welcome to come out and look at. And I think you'd like a lot of them. We appreciate your business.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Producers Cooperative Association is the area leader in providing quality agricultural products, services, and markets. PCA has what you need to maximize your operation with a full-service agronomy department, grain origination, handling and storage, bulk fuels and lubricants, propane, a jam-packed farm store, and livestock feeds in bulk or bagged. PCA is proud to call Girard home and to support Trojan athletics. Stop by or see more online at pcacoop.com.
Welcome back. We're now here officially on the Eastside Cafe post-game show. This post-game show, of course, brought to you by Eastside Cafe. Experience the best breakfast in Crawford County 6 days a week at 120 South Ozark Street in Girard. Proud supporters of Trojan athletics. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I went down and I talked to Coach Gegg, who keeps stats for the Girard team, and I also talked to our scorekeeper, and basically what they both told me is that it is official. We have a double-double for Erica Boatman, which means it's a double-double stack. A short stack, which is 2 pancakes stacked. 4 pancakes for $2. You can get that on Wednesday. Thank Erica Boatman as you walk in the door. It's a double-double stack. I'm letting Andrew know right now, and you can go in on Wednesday to experience that best breakfast in town. Absolutely wonderful. And that brings us to the player of the game. If you had to pick one, I'm probably going to go with Erica Boatman, but I'd like to hear your take on it.
I mean, it's got to be Erica Boatman. I mean, you talk about having the game of her life. I mean, if this is the best game of her career, it wouldn't disappoint, because she put up a heck of a showing tonight. And any team that gets this film, probably Riverton and whoever you guys end up playing in the tournament, they're going to be keying on her pretty quick. This is film that, as a coach, you like putting up, at the same time you don't, because you're like, man, everybody's going to have eyes on a really good player, and cause for concern. So mixed feelings there, but I would say Erica Boatman, player of the game for Girard.
Yeah,
hands down.
Player of the game is brought to you by Evans Motors. Get the keys to your next ride with a stop at Evans Motors. Nate and Eddie have decades of experience getting folks into the right car, truck, van, or SUV that's right for them and their family. Stop by and see them at the intersections of Highway 69 and 400 just south of Pittsburgh, or see their full selection online at evansmotors.net. We'll take our final break of the post-game show, transition over to the pre-game show for the boys' game here on Girard Sports Live.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage, Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
He had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Judd, Lori, Lisa, or Amber in Girard for all your insurance needs. You've heard go big or go home. At Big Iron Auctions, you can go big from home. With thousands of pieces of equipment, active auctions, bidding at your convenience, and an easy-to-use site, BigIronAuctions.com can help you grow big. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 to see how Big Iron Auctions can help grow your operation. Bid now, list now at BigIronAuctions.com. From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust. Federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
Welcome back. The girls' game finished with a Trojan victory. And we're getting ready to go here for the boys' games. We'll transition over into the pregame show. But first, as always, I got to let you guys know that none of this would be possible without Crawcan. Crawcan is your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get gigabit. The fastest internet in Southeast Kansas with Crawcan. To learn more, go to ruralfiber.org or see everything that Crawcan has to offer at ckt.net. Now I got to let you know that our pregame show, of course, is brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for over 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Well, Carson, we've mentioned it a few times already. Polluted, foreshadowed, whatever you want to say, but this should be a good matchup between the Trojans and the Titans. For the Trojans, I believe they got to come out here quick. They've had lackadaisical starts all season long, and if they don't get out scoring, they will fall apart against this Titan team. Defense is where they make their money, though. Ben Colin and the like really shut things down inside. That's how the Trojans got to come out. They got to come out hard on offense. What do you think the Titans got to do to take down the Trojans?
I think the keys are exactly the same. I mean, the one thing Girard has is height. That Columbus is lacking a little bit. You know, they're a little bigger built, but you know, you got to watch Drake Lawrence, number 30. I mean, he's had games where he's scored, you know, like 18 in the first quarter, and it's all been off of three-pointers. That outside shot really works well for him, and something that Girard's going to need to pay attention to. I think they need to be physical down low, because Girard's going to body you the same way, so you need to return the favor. And just like you mentioned with Girard, sloppy starts. I mean, just unable to finish at the rim, not getting deflections, creating or forcing turnovers that you don't need to. I mean, some things that this Titan team has had the last couple of years. They've had to work themselves out of a hole. And so hopefully if they can come out, I mean, I know Girard's had a slower start to the year than probably what was expected. Same for Columbus, so both teams trying to find their identity. We'll see who can tonight.
Those keys of the game are brought to you by Evans Motors. Get the keys to your next ride with a stop at Evans Motors. Nate and Eddie have decades of experience getting folks into the right car, truck, van, or SUV that's right for them and their family. Stop by and see them at the intersection of Highway 69 and 400 just south of Pittsburgh, or see their full selection online at evansmotors.net. They're about to introduce the starting lineup, so Carson, I'll go ahead and let you take the visiting Columbus Titans starters.
Starting tonight for Columbus, it'll be number 2, junior Jet Tanner, number 13, sophomore Carter Woodcock, number 21, senior Reese Ponce, number 24, sophomore Cooper Size, and rounding out the starting lineup for Columbus, number 30, sophomore Drake Lawrence.
And I think, confirmed by our PA announcer, that some of those numbers might be different.
Yeah, Jet will be wearing 35 tonight in replace of 2 his usual number, and Reese Ponce will be wearing 43. Change in the book made by Coach Risa there right before Christmas break.
Well, there we go. Those are your starters for the Columbus Titans. For the Girard Trojans, Branson Bourne at guard, a 5'8" senior. He's number 1. At the other guard is going to be number 22, a 6'3". So that's a big difference there. Sophomore Cam Smith, number 22. The man in the middle, number 40, a 6'5" senior who just got his induction into the Shrine Bowl. Number 40, Scott Moore. At forward is going to be number 25, Levi Blair, a 5'10" senior. And then rounding out the starting 5, the other forward, number 12, a 6'2" sophomore, Ben Colin. Those starting lineups are brought to you by the Jagged Edge. Trojans will start this game in style, nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylist Carlos Sands will have you looking your best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500. This opening tip-off is brought to you by Farmers Bank. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard, and we are underway here at Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Trojans coming into this matchup 2-3 with a victory over the Baxter Springs Lions. Cam Smith fires away to start things off. He will not get it to go. Titans coming in 1-4. Tanner working baseline, passes out. It'll be Lawrence now, who's guarded by Colin. Cam Smith on the fast break. He'll put up the layup. Cam Smith with the early start. Whoa. Sorry about that, folks. Not even sure how that happens. All right. Get settled in here and we're ready to go. A lot of passing around by both teams. Working it down low, Size. Passes out to Lawrence. Lawrence will get it over. That shot's put up, and we're going to get a foul before it happens. I believe that's going to be on Blair.
Foul on number 25, Levi Blair, his first team.
Spin around shot is no good. Well defended by Moore. Size can't get it to go. Smith pushing it up the floor. He passes off to Bourne. Bourne to Blair. Blair gets it over to Smith. Now Bourne on the wing. They're trying to get it down and feed Scott Moore. And Wiscott calls in Pregame. He wants a change of pace here. Colin to Bourne. Bourne back up top to Smith. Smith over to Colin. Down to Bourne, and he has it stripped away from him. Has it stripped away, and Woodcock's pushing the floor fast. He has a nice little bounce pass down, and that's going to be a shot made by Size. Size has 2 points and ties the game. Both squads with 2. Moore passes off to Colin, and he will lose it. We have a foul called. I didn't see that foul. I was looking down, but it will go on Lawrence. New entry into the game, Blake Brocob. They get it into Bourne. Pop shot from Bourne is good. He's dangerous if he gets hot. And Columbus needs to answer. Tanner makes a move on Brocob. Now hands up to Woodcock. Woodcock passes outside. Lawrence has it. He's going to get it in, or try to get it into size, and it's ball on the floor. Brocob falls for it. Trojans going to come away with it. Bourne to Smith. Smith inside Moore. Moore to Colin. Nice take to the bucket for Colin. He's got 2. Colin and Bourne, annoyance, playing as annoyance down low. Bourne going to get called for the reach and foul.
It seems like, especially early on, they're calling this game a little closer than what the girls was, which could play havoc with both teams' style of play here.
Absolutely so, especially these two teams being so defensively focused. This one's stripped away. Kind of goes against what we just said.
As I say that.
Smith working inside, gets it outside to Bourne. Bourne fakes, dribble drive. Up and under is no good. Fight for the board. It'll be a jump ball. Smart call there. Possession is in favor of the Titans.
Coming in for the Titans, number 11, Jonas Stover.
Stover. Am I smart to assume that'd be Seth Stover's brother?
You would be smart to assume that.
Stover, just a freshman and already one of the tallest on the floor for the Titans. Gosh, sometimes I hate genetics.
Science for you right there.
Yeah, exactly. Moore comes down with the board off the missed 3. Colin pushing the floor. He's going to go straight into Lawrence. And that's going to be a charge. Ben Colin picks up the offensive foul. A nice take by Tanner.
Columbus definitely needed that right
Foul
there.
Number 12, Ben Colin, his first, team third. Subbing in for the Trojans, number 3, Siler Sammons.
Colin takes a seat, picks up his first. Trojans have 3 team fouls. Siler Sammons into the battle. It's going to be Woodcock.
Early on, the motivation's already starting to shift multiple times.
Real back and forth matchup.
Any kind of bucket here, and Columbus has got it tipping the scales towards them.
Absolutely. Tanner up top, guarded by Brocob. And now it's Woodcock with Bourne trailing. Woodcock shot from the free throw line, no good. Moore with the rebound. Nice pass to Sammons, can't handle it, but goes up with it still, gets the bucket. And that's going to force a timeout for the Titans. It's just a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. 4 different players have scored for the Trojans. Ranson Bourne with 2, Siler Sammons with 2, Ben Colin with 2, and Cam Smith with 2. On the other side, Titans, Cooper Size, the only one to have scored so far.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Westcott, I mean, this is the perfect start that you want. You know, I mean, these boys have been needing a good start like this, and to see the second chance points happening, to see the the defensive set finally working, he's got to be pretty content with the way things are going so far.
Absolutely, and Columbus has had a few open shots as well. They've had their chances, can't really get it to go. I'm sure those shots start falling in the second half, and this comes much more contested matchup. I do like the pace of this matchup so far, though. Very back and forth, very fast-paced. Fun to watch basketball. Alley-oop! Woodcock puts home the nice pass.
That's a huddle highlight reel play right there.
Absolutely. Clip it. Down low to Smith. He backs it out. Thought about the 3, won't shoot. Brocob to Bourne. Bourne gets Woodcock to jump. Pull-up jumper misses. Hits the front iron and out. Stover fighting for it. Now Bourne being a water buck out there fighting for the ball. Woodcock ends up with it. And now gets it off.
Talk
to
about letting them play.
Oh my goodness.
From basketball to wrestling, 2 sports in one night here at Ted R. Taylor.
That one was all over. From the moment that bucket was missed, it was all over.
But it is tight ball.
Definitely the smart call in the end on Bourne. He picks up his second foul and will take a seat. They try the same play to Woodcock. It doesn't work this time. 3 ball on the way. Good! Ethan Midget sinks the tray. Smith to answer. No good, misses everything. Salmons gets the board. Back to Smith. They get it inside to Moore. Moore goes up at the contact. Good.
And Moore with the height there just powered that one up and took it to the hole, and surprised they're not trying to feed it in more to him so far early on.
He's had the ball a lot, but he's passed off a lot. I'd like to see him do that more where he goes up into the contact. Midget has it. Pass off to Woodcock. Quick hands for Blair. Pokes it out of bounds.
So we go to the Trojans, number 12, Ben Cullen.
Cullen will return, and Brokob will take a seat. Midget up top. Woodcock passes off to Lawrence. Lawrence, elbow jumper, no good. Stover, a nice rebound, gets it into Woodcock, pushes in on Moore. Now Midget outside to Lawrence. Lawrence gets it over to Size. Back to Lawrence, who goes baseline. He's met by a wall of Scott Moore. Steps back, gets to Lawrence, 3 ball on the way. Top of the backboard and out. That would have been a heat check to match all heat checks, but it will not fall. Moore has it down low. Large mismatch there. Smith gets it out to Colin. Colin tries to get it into Blair, but throws it out of bounds instead. A little too high for him. You get used to passing to Moore down low, where you can hit just about everything but the backboard and he'll catch it.
Yeah, not everybody's 6'5" in this world.
No.
Unless you play for Riverton, in which that whole team is like...
I was going to say, the water down there just produces tall people. Titans have it with just under a minute to go, and it's stolen away by Salmons. Salmons to the bucket, coast to coast. Fouled and one. Siler, Salmons.
First, team second. Coming in for the Titans, number 35, Jed Tanner.
Yeah, Ethan had some contact down low there on that one, and could possibly allow Girard here to take a 6-point lead.
And that momentum as well as another and one opportunity. The putback is good, and he's got a chance for a 3-point play.
Shouldn't have said anything about the lead change, because now could possibly be an 8-point lead. I'll take the blame for that.
On behalf of Columbus, here on the Columbus Sports Live simulcast. Moore's free throw is no good. So 2 straight free throw misses. Lawrence left open in the corner, passes off. Ponce now back to Tanner. Tanner over to Woodcock. Woodcock on the wing, guarded by Colin. It's a high honor to be guarded by Colin. Normally Westcott puts Colin on the opposing team's best player, so that's a pretty high honor to have. A nice dish to Lawrence, and that bucket is good. Salmons. Colin to Smith, getting it down low to Moore. Tries to set it in.
Man, if you're Scott, you can't miss those right underneath the bucket.
Absolutely not.
especially with a shorter team.
Yeah, and then immediately gets called for the over the back as well. And with Columbus being in the bonus, that's going to be free throws, and that's huge.
And that'll be Reese at the foul line. Hasn't shot a lot of free throws this season, so it'll be interesting to see how he shoots early on in this one.
First one's good.
I can tell you this game played here at Ted Taylor last year was 5-3 at the end of one, so we're already having a much better night on both sides.
Just seems like the buckets are falling for both teams tonight.
Yeah. And I would argue that both teams are second half teams, so we're just getting started.
We are just getting started. 6 to go. Smith pushing the floor. Game time. No good. Smith wanted it all there. Can't get it to go. At the end of the first, Girard leads 14-10 over the Columbus Titans. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, second quarter action here on Girard Sports Live.
More than just your neighborhood pharmacy, Mathis Drug is your hometown partner in health. With pharmacist Bria Scheibe and an experienced, highly trained staff, Mathis Drug is ready to serve you. And now, Mathis Drug offers comprehensive compounding, which is one of the few pharmacies in Southeast Kansas with this convenient on-site service. From medications to expert advice, call 620-261-9779. Mathis Drug Store, where community and care come together.
Welcome back. Trojans lead 14-10 in a tightly contested CNC battle here. Columbus Titans putting up a good battle in that first quarter, showing signs of a good comeback starting in this matchup. Momentum has flipped a lot.
And with what looks like an easy bucket turns into free throws for the other team. I mean, Columbus got to be pretty happy with that.
Absolutely. Bourne passes off to Colin. Now Smith up top. They're trying to get it down to Moore. The game plan very simple. Moore sets a screen. Colin to Blair. Blair drives, puts it up with the left hand, gets a foul called. It's a foul nonetheless.
Foul number 35.
Yeah. I saw that expression. Blair's first is good.
Just a lot of contact down low.
The second from Blair is no good. Tipped around and Woodcock comes away with it. He's going coast to coast. Woodcock, floater. Good from Woodcock.
Man, that was just a nice setup there from Carter. Perfect position and coast to coast right to the hole.
Blair to Colin. 3-point game. Bourne thought about it. Takes in with the right hand, and it's a charge!
Oh, he knocked the camera down.
That's my bad.
We got so excited about the charge that the camera fell apart. Woo! I think we caught the charge though. I think you'll be okay.
Well, also caught the charging cable.
That's okay. Everyone knows the secrets behind the setup now. Can't have that.
A power strip. Who would have thought? Woodcock gets it down low to size. Bucket's good. Here come the Titans.
Got a 1-point game here.
I'm missing a point from someone. Salmons with the bucket. He's got 6. Not for Girard, just for Columbus. Did someone hit a free throw that I'm missing? Ponce. Yep.
Split the pair at the line.
There we go. Ponce. Poked away by Moore. Ponce gets it back.
Oh, lucky grab there by Reese.
Whoa! Lawrence comes away with it. It's rejected by Moore. Smith thought about it, will not shoot. Blair. Back to Smith. Now over to Salmons. Down low, Blair. Poked away. Tanner in a battle for the ball. Hands it off to Woodcock. Under 6 to play in the first half. 17-14. Girard hanging on to their 3-point lead. Ponce to Tanner. Gets it to Lawrence.
You got to be careful on those perimeter passes. Girard's length could easily create turnovers.
And there's going to be an offensive foul on Size. He got those feet moving on that screen.
Subbing in for the Trojans, number 23, Blake Brokaw.
No, he missed it. Referee gave him an explanation on the foul, and she was showing what he did with his hips. Shimmy, shimmy. Did an interesting little dance move on that side.
Ref's got a party too.
Exactly. Brokaw recovers. Huge turn of events for the Titans.
And Columbus needs to, keep their head in check, don't settle for a 3, there's plenty of time. Nothing wrong with taking a 1-point deficit into the locker room. This camera, man. That wasn't even you.
No. Don't blame me ever again. I kid. Outside to Woodcock. He battles in on Salmons, passes out to Tanner. Whoa, Lawrence 3 balls blocked by Kohler.
Subbing in for the Titans, number 11, Jonas Stover.
Woodcock around Stover. Passes off to Size. Size has it poked away. Moore on the floor. Colin comes away with it. Colin pushing the floor. Gets it down to Salmons. Salmons back up top. Smith. Transition 3. No good. It's poked around. Moore about to take flight. Does not.
That was really good defense there by Scott Moore, getting into those passing lanes and interrupting.
Woodcock passes off to Tanner. Now to Palmer. They get it inside to Size. Back outside Tanner. Size down low. Tightly contested shot. Knocked out of bounds by Palmer. Full court press has ensued. Just over 4.
This is a battle of the growly-voiced coaches, I think, is what we're seeing here tonight.
In all my years of listening to Coach Westcott, Coach's team, I've never been able to make out a single word until he's come up for that interview. Unless it's a number. I can always tell the numbers because he holds up fingers with that as well.
I can read Reese's lips, and that's about it.
Palmer outside to Woodcock. Woodcock makes a move on Colin. Gets it out to Tanner. 3 ball. No good from Tanner.
Looked good coming out of his hands just around the rim.
Sandwich is a little shaken up there, but he's up and down the floor. Colin sinks the bucket. Palmer gets it down low to Woodcock and 1.
Much needed there for Columbus. Girard was trying to stretch it out, trying to pull away, and that's a good way to keep yourself in it right there. Good and 1 opportunity here for Carter.
Number 13, Carter Woodcock.
Makes the free throw. Draws it within 2. Man, I tell you what, I know it's dinner time, but this hot dog smells extra good next to me. Just over 3 to play here in the second. Brokob over to Smith. Smith gets it inside to Salmons. Nice dish from Smith.
Yeah, don't get talking about food again. Or
Sorry, I'm keeping track.
This broadcast will be 4 hours long.
Palmer. Looking for size, poked away by Smith. Smith pushing the floor. Goes straight into the contact. And it's going to be a charge.
No, that's a block.
Oh, it was a block called?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he signaled for the charge. That's on me. That will be on Palmer. I thought it was an interesting charge. I was trying to hype it up either way, but he kind of fell to the side a little bit. It looked a little, not how a domino would fall. Chance for Titans to capitalize on the big body of Moore being out of the matchup. Smith knocks down the and one.
Just like that, Girard's trying to pull away again.
It's a weird swing of 7 to 2-point leads. Size outside. And we're going to get an offensive foul.
Must have been away from the ball.
I believe they're going to call that on Tanner.
I guess no, and never mind.
Well, I think it was before he had the ball, so
okay.
I mean, you're right. I wasn't paying attention to what it was. I was focused on the ball.
As a play-by-play guy, you're watching the ball handler. You're not really looking for screens or anything.
Smith's three, no good. A little drive from outside. Brokop's fight for the ball, no good. Salmons comes down with it. Salmons got 10.
You know, second chance points right now are starting to come into play.
Brokop steals it away. Brokop all the way up and under. Smith comes down with the rebound and puts it up good.
And it's Girard ball. Got a loud Columbus crowd behind us here.
Well, I didn't see the signal.
I'm about to say, I'm not sure what the call was on that.
I was looking at these two refs, not sure what the signal was. I
think it came from the far side official.
Okay, I wasn't watching her at all. I didn't get to see what that final signal was.
Did he inbound it and then step back out of bounds?
It could have been that.
I mean, that's the only thing I can think of in that scenario was that he inbounded it and accidentally stepped out of bounds. Either way, it's Girard's ball.
Yeah, at the end of the day, Girard's ball. Moore goes up through the contact. Can't get it to go. Fight for the ball. Ponce comes down with it. And then throws it straight to Brokop. Newton has it. Girard needs to slow things down.
I was about to say, Girard needs to pump the brakes. And
it's stolen away by Size. Size to answer. Layup is good, and one.
Really good answer there by Cooper just to bat it out, beat him coast to coast, and really good breakaway play there. Out of all that commotion that occurred with that call and the mess that followed after with just back-to-back turnovers.
Absolutely huge for the Titans to stay in this one because for a second there, it was looking like Girard was stealing all the momentum.
That's a good way to get it back.
Free throw's good.
And one.
Smith now. Trojans hold an 8-point lead. Trying to get into Moore. Passes it straight to Woodcock. Another chance for a coast-to-coast bucket. Woodcock straight into Salmons. Bucket's good.
And just like that, we're back down to single digits.
Just like that. Timeout, Coach Westcott. 30 seconds. We'll keep it right here. Cooper Size. Right behind Carter Woodcock in scoring, but he's had one of those big plays. Woodcock had the other. Woodcock leads the team. He's got 9 points. Size right behind him with 7. Also on the board, Reese Ponce with 1, Lawrence with 2, and Midget with 3. On the other side of the ball, Siler Salmons leads in scoring with 10. Ben Cullen has 4. Cam Smith has 7. Scott Moore with 4 as well. Levi Blair with 1, and Ranson Bourne with 2. Ranson exited very early on in this second with 3 fouls after he picked up that charged foul.
Yeah, Coach Westcott definitely saving him for second half of the game. He knows he's going to need him. When you've been in the business as long as Rod Westcott has, you know a thing or two.
Absolutely. And
I think he's been here since the dinosaurs existed too, but
just about.
I'm not sure. I mean,
Size steals it away. A silly mistake. And then a foul on Salmons.
I thought they were about to call an offensive foul there, but
by the initial motion of the ref, I thought so too. And I was really worried. We are on the Columbus side over here. So.
Yeah.
Salmon steals it away. Salmon gets it back for the Trojans, puts up the bucket, good. Who's going to have the least turnovers? Woodcock, outside, Palmer. Nice dish, Lawrence can't handle it.
Columbus with 48 seconds probably should have tried to slow down, limit Girard's possessions here, and burn as much time as you can off the clock. You know, there's nothing wrong with going into the locker room, you know, down a few, especially if it's single digits.
Colin has it. Beats Lawrence, gets it into Salmons. Salmons over to Moore. Moore needs to have it up top. Salmons now over to Smith. Smith. Oh. Never really got his feet set on that 3.
Wow, it looked good coming out of his hand.
He's got a real pretty stroke on that shot. Just his form looks real good. It always looks like he's got a chance.
And Carter will back out and hold last shot.
Wow. If that would have went in, that'd have been a crazy momentum swing into half. But at half, Trojans lead 30-22. A couple of wild momentum swings, and we stand at our score now. We'll take a quick break. When we return, we got the halftime show here on Girard Sports Live.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Calls carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Calls continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Our whole vision of becoming the four-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
When it comes to your health care, you have a choice. Choose to stay local. Choose Girard Medical Center. For over 100 years, Girard Medical Center has been a part of the community, and they work every day to meet the healthcare needs of those they serve. With 6 locations in Southeast Kansas and an ever-expanding list of inpatient and outpatient services, you just don't have to travel anymore to get quality cutting-edge care, including many services you won't find elsewhere. Proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area. Learn more at girardmedicalcenter.com. Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Welcome back here to Girard Sports Live. We're at halftime here in this matchup between the Columbus Titans and the Girard Trojans. They're trying to find the suitor of this 50-50 raffle that they're having. And oh, we got a winner. Apparently it's going to be Autumn Avery. Well, good for her. Check the ticket number.
I was about to say, you always got to check the ticket number.
Yeah, we'll get a nice lot. Ah, it's a winner! It's a winner. Let's go. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're here on the GN Bank halftime show. And that first half, a back and forth one, kind of interesting to talk about because there were multiple swings of momentum, and at any point, it really looked like these teams were ready to pull ahead of one another. Girard has kept the lead for most of this matchup, able to pull away by large margins. I think at the most was 11, at the least was 2. So It's been a really tightly contested matchup.
I think it was a 1-point game at a time.
Exactly, and it's been real back and forth, and I mean, that's just kind of how everything rounds up. It's been a good game so far defensively for both teams. We mentioned how obviously that's going to be the kind of determining factor is which team's going to out-defense the other. Carter Woodcock having a great game for the Columbus Titans so far. He leads them in scoring. And then on the other side, Salmon's having a very quiet 12-point game so far. Just been under the bucket, Mr. Reliable. And that's kind of how that first half rounds up. I mean, what else have you seen, Carson, that's different from that storyline?
Not a lot. You kind of summed it up pretty well, and you know there hasn't been many lead changes. Girard's kept the lead, but it's been close. Columbus, when they've needed that motivation swing, when they've needed that bucket or they've needed that opportunity, they've gotten it, and they're hanging around in this one, which is Columbus hasn't been able to do. I mean, now they have played Riverton, who's a very tough team, and they've played Colgan. They've gotten some tough opponents out of the way, and that's why their record doesn't look as good as what I think that they're capable of producing. But they're hanging around in this, and I know for these boys right now, that's what they need. I do believe, and watch, they'll make me eat my words, but I do believe they are a second-half offense. They've come out, they've had to dig themselves out of holes, and they may put up 20 points in the first half, or not even that, less than 20, and double it in the second half. So I know this group of sophomores, Cooper, Carter, Drake, they had to dig themselves out of a lot of holes last year and came back and won a few of them. And if not, they made it extremely close. I think all their games were close in at least the third quarter and the fourth quarter. So they're used to having to dig themselves out of a hole and retake the lead. So coming out down by 8, nothing unfamiliar to these boys.
Should be an interesting second half. That eye on the game, is brought to you by Canara Eye Care. As we take a look back at that first half, Canara Eye Care is here to make sure you can see what you're looking at. Canara Eye Care, locations in Pittsburgh and Girard, is here to help their valued customers. Learn more at CanaraEyeCare.com. We'll keep it here for some halftime stats. Siler Salmons, as I mentioned, has 12. He's followed behind by Cam Smith, who has 7. as well on the board. Ben Cullen and Scott Moore with 4 points. Ransomborn with 2. We'll see his return likely in the second half. And Levi Blair with 1. On the other side for the Columbus Titans, they're led in scoring by Carter Woodcock. Woodcock has a 9-point game so far. Right behind him, Cooper Size. He has 7. Lawrence with 2. Ethan Midget had a 3-ball in there as well. And then Reese Ponce with 1. And that's how the scoring lines out for the Columbus Titans. Not keeping track of rebounds or assists because we already got that double-double stack at Eastside Cafe thanks to Erica Boatman.
That's right.
Absolutely. And that's how everything lines up and how we got to our score of 30-22. Those halftime stats are brought to you by B&B Excavating. The numbers don't lie, dirt is heavy, so trust the guys at B&B Excavating to move what needs moving. Specializing in septic systems, waterline install and repair, driveways, rock hauling, and leveling. B&B Excavating, call 620-724-2735. We'll take our last break here of the GN Bank halftime show. We'll be back for second half action here on Girard Sports Live.
When it comes to your health care, you have a choice. Choose to stay local. Choose Girard Medical Center. For over 100 years, Girard Medical Center has been a part of the community, and they work every day to meet the healthcare needs of those they serve. With 6 locations in Southeast Kansas and an ever-expanding list of inpatient and outpatient services, you just don't have to travel anymore to get quality cutting-edge care, including many services you won't find elsewhere. Proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area. Learn more at girardmedicalcenter.com. Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Coles carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Coles continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Coles Service, 620-724-4121. See more at ColesServiceLLC.com.
More than just your neighborhood pharmacy, Mathis Drug is your hometown partner in health. With pharmacist Bria Scheibe and an experienced, highly trained staff, Mathis Drug is ready to serve you. And now, Mathis Drug offers comprehensive compounding, which is one of the few pharmacies in Southeast Kansas with this convenient on-site service. From medications to expert advice, call 620-261-9779. Mathis Drug Store, where community and care come together.
Welcome back. This is going to wrap up our halftime show brought to you by GM Bank, where they've been providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. Well, 30-22, and we've got 16 minutes to play here in regulation. Columbus Titans will start off with the ball. And we're underway in the second half, a tightly contested battle. Tanner passes off to Size. Size working on Smith. Passes back out Tanner. Tanner, he'll work around up top. Gets it back out to Woodcock. Woodcock. Bourne needs to be careful of that handsy defense he normally plays. Ponce will pull up. No good. Rebounded by Colin down low. Bourne in the corner. Passes back up to Smith. Smith to Moore, who gets it back out to Bourne. Bourne shimmying. Now Smith to Blair. Smith pulls up. 3-ball. No good. He's been a little dry from outside. Can't get that 3-ball to fall. A nice dish to Lawrence, and it's good. Smith outside. Gets it into Moore. Nice take to the bucket by Moore, and he's fouled. Whoa, that is way too loud. Wow. Man, oh man, that is...
Changed some settings on the mics, and now all of a sudden they're...
We will turn that limiter back on, eh?
Probably a good idea.
That way I don't sound like a robot coming out. Man.
There we go.
Benzo and the student section fired up out there. I'm just trying to figure out, we're getting a lot of crowd noise, not a lot of us. So, trying to work through those issues as we roll.
Maybe that's a good thing.
Could possibly be, yeah. Could very well be. They get it down low to Moore. That's the right move, and he gets it to go. Blair comes away with it to Bourne. Bourne, Euro step, good.
Columbus starting to fall apart here.
And that's going to be cause for a timeout.
30-second timeout.
We'll just keep it right here. I'm working through some stats right now. Hot start for the Trojans to start things out.
Yes. What Dr. Westcott ordered right out of the locker room.
Absolutely. I'm missing a point. Did Scott Moore hit that free throw? Did he have an and one opportunity?
Yeah, he must have.
Because I had 36, and that would explain it. Well, on the other side, have they made a bucket coming out of half? I don't think so.
Yeah, no, they have.
Uh-oh. Lawrence.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it then. We're good. Whew. Man, oh man, I can't get behind. When I went down earlier and took a picture of the stat sheet, I forgot to get their total points on the side, and that, Yeah. So
Girard coming out fast, coming out playing pretty well.
Oh, that's my bad.
Man.
Don't speak.
Trying to
there you go.
Mess with some mic settings, and we got a jump ball there on the floor.
Man.
It'll be Girard ball.
It's just wild. There are so much crowd noise. Anywho.
Yep.
Colin outside, gets it to Smith. Down low Moore. He'll spin around. Can't get the bucket to go. Needs to use that backboard. I know he likes that finger roll, but the backboard's just ever reliable.
Columbus right here got to hit some kind of offense. Girard's desperately trying to pull away.
Yeah, I think the mouth cover's going to work for the rest of the matchup. I need to figure out why. If you guys haven't noticed, with the band, it always picks up the band so much. Important here for Columbus to get a shot. Need to get their bucket. Woodcock takes it in, stripped away by Colin. Tanner now, working around the outside, puts it up. It's blocked by Colin. Ponce comes away with it. Back up top to Woodcock. Steps, three ball, heat check, no good. Smith comes away with the rebound. Bourne. Colin to Bourne. Bourne skipping through the lane, gets a bucket. A presence that was missed for the Trojans in that first half.
Colin, really smart offense here by Girard. You know, just taking it to the hoop, not trying to settle for anything, finding that good look.
That one's poked out by Colin.
Yep.
That ref just gave him the look like, come on, really? I think Colin said, no, I didn't touch that. And
he's like, don't try to argue the obvious, man.
He's like, really?
Fibbing only goes so far.
Especially when it's right in front of the stripes.
I know.
Woodcock's three is no good. Rebounded by Moore.
Columbus offense is ice cold right now.
Catch and shoot. No good. And Blair stepped out of bounds.
I think either way there, it would have been Columbus ball.
Yeah.
Landed in the host of about 3 Titans, so.
Probably more fortunate for the Trojans to have it this way. They get set up on defense.
Right.
Number 12, Ethan Midget.
Don't have to deal with any fast break opportunities. Ethan Midget returns.
Columbus in desperate need of any kind of basket here.
Ponce has it. Over to Midget. Midget gives it to Ponce. Ponce spinning around on Colin. Gets it inside to Woodcock. They try to pass the size, and it's knocked away. Smith gets it outside to Bourne. 3-ball. Misses everything. Foul? And will be fouled on the shot. Wow.
Foul on number 12, Ethan Midget hits third, 8 seconds. To the line, shooting number 1, Ranson Bourne.
Well, Bourne picks up, Midget picks up his 3. He's got 3 fouls, and Bourne misses the first.
But he's got 2 more. So, that's a great thing about being fouled from beyond the arc, is you get an extra free throw in there than what you typically would.
Misses 2 out of the 3. Maybe a little bit of...
If he escapes with this without making one, Columbus got to count their blessings.
Absolutely. Tell you what, let's try this. Maybe that'll work. Who knows?
I just saw you press buttons. I don't know.
Who knows?
Maybe I'll turn myself up a little bit. No, I can't.
And then we'll try this. I tell you what, though, that might have been a little bit of ball don't lie. Okay, we'll see how that works. Whatever. Midget passes off to Lawrence. Lawrence is in the corner, gives it over to Woodcock. Woodcock, nice pass to Stover. Rolls around and in. He's got his first points of the matchup.
Much needed there just to stop the bleeding.
Okay, be careful of talking here for just a second. We're going to turn that limiter off. Turn me down. There we go.
That sounds better.
Oh my gosh.
That sounds a lot better.
Ears just got immediate relief.
I know.
All right.
2 missed buckets and now another turnover. So
stolen away by Woodcock. He takes it all the way to the bucket and gets fouled on the way up. Yeah, and then we'll need to turn the crowd up just a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Because, man, it's all just a little balance, you know? Can't really hear him.
I think a game and a half into this night, we're starting to figure things out.
Man.
That sounds better.
It's just that PA. It's picking up so much noise from the PA.
Yeah.
And then everything else. Well, you know, we could be every game into the season. I still won't figure this stuff out.
Figure it out tomorrow night at Riverton.
We're going to have a foul on Size. And you know what? I think I liked it better with all the crowd noise. I can't lie to you. It just feels oddly quiet.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, you do you.
Am I tripping?
You do whatever you want to do.
Fair enough. Keep it like this. That's a problem we had at Baxter a lot last year, was dealing with no crowd noise. It sounded like we were in a bubble the entire time. That is a lot more awkward than hearing a lot more crowd than you.
Well, Ted R. Taylor's a loud gym, so you don't have to worry about that.
Very. Crowd might need to pick up a little bit more, if I'm being honest with you. I think I just got so used to all the noise that...
That pass was poked away out of bounds. It'll still remain Titan ball.
Sammons comes away with it. Gets it over to Moore. Size wanted a foul. He will not get it. Newton pushes up the floor. Finds himself in the corner and passes back up to Bourne. Bourne over to Sammons. Sammons to Brokop. Brokop. Three ball from Bourne.
Wow. High arcing shot off the glass on the wing.
Well, sometimes the shots just fall. Nice take from Stover. Can't get the bucket to go. Needs to finish with the left hand there. Student section wanted it to go the other way, obviously.
They may have a little predetermined bias, but you know.
Nah, right? Lawrence, 3-ball. No good. Looked good out of his hands.
It did. Drake shoots a nice 3. If he gets hot, he really gets hot.
Smith to Salmons. Over to Brokob. 3-ball from Brokob. No good. There's going to be a foul on Colin.
Foul's on number 12, Ben Colin, his second, team second.
Girard is pulling away with this one.
Starting to.
Opportune time for a bucket here.
Yeah, Columbus needs truthfully, at this point, needs a big outside shot, but right there, got turned over.
Does not help the cause, no. Salmons up top. We're going to have a 3-second violation on Newton.
You don't see that much anymore.
No, typically they let that one slide a lot of the time. People moving in and out of the paint so often, but when it's obvious, it's obvious. Tanner. He'll work in between the double team, gets it over to Stover. Stover gets caught with happy feet. He's going to be a good ball player. Yeah. Next year, the next following years, he's going to be real good.
This team is young. They've got some really bright years ahead of them. Columbus got a lot to look forward to in the future if everybody sticks around.
That is the important part. Everyone needs to stick around. Smith. To Brokob. Newton tries to lob it up to Smith. And now it's a fast break for Lawrence. Salmons gets the hand, strips it away. Then it'll be a foul on Brokob.
Foul on number 23, Blake Brokob, his first, team third.
Newton pokes it out of bounds.
Good attempt there, just not enough room in between him and the him and the boundary, and good hustle there.
Looks like Woodcock will elect to have the last shot. Gets a screen from Tanner, rolls off it, shot. No good. That was going to be real cold if it went in. He looked up at the clock and spun around and shot it up. Doesn't go. 42-27 our score. Girard leads at the end of the third quarter. We'll take a quick break when we return. The finale, fourth quarter action here on Girard Sports Live.
Communicating with current and potential customers is a must in the world of business. Advertising is nothing more than communication and an invitation. Look no further than Norris Advertising, offering a wide variety of services from billboards, radio across the 4 states, and digital ad services like ZTV, YouTube, geofencing, streaming, and more beyond the local view. Looking to upgrade your storefront? Norris Advertising is your go-to for local digital sign sales. Norris Advertising. Get your ads to work.
Welcome back. Trojans ahead 42-27. A big third quarter has helped them sort of run away with this one, although the way momentum swings have been going in this matchup, I doubt this one's far from over. 8 minutes to play here in regulation. And the Trojans are still being led in scoring by Siler Salmons. He's got 12. Ranson Bourne has come out. He had a 2-point first half, and he scored 7 here in the second half. He's got 9 total. Poked out of bounds by Moore.
Ref had to back out of the way on that one.
Yeah. Little duck, inbound play from Woodcock here. Size had position. Surprised they didn't go to him. Lawrence, baseline, was picked up too quick for the jumper. Blair gets on the floor for it. It's passed around. Lawrence, baseline jumper this time is good.
Every possession is going to matter now if you're Columbus, if you want to try to get back in this thing.
Absolutely. Defensive possession is going to be huge. Bourne gets it out to Cullen, barely. Cullen fights through all that red, and it will go out. Woodcock going fast. Bounce pass to Tanner in the corner. And that's tipped away. Ponce loses it. Blair. And I don't think Woodcock, whoa. Well, that's going to be a foul on Woodcock.
Foul on number 13, Carter Woodcock, his first, team first.
Pretty intense there from both sides of the ball.
Absolutely. Smith up top, over to Bourne. Bourne to Moore. Pulls up, good.
Scott Moore.
Moore's got 11.
Columbus can't take long on these.
If that had gone, it would have been one of the plays of the game, but instead it's going to be a foul. And that's going to be a big one.
Yep.
Foul on number 30, Drake Lawrence, his second, team second.
Just his second foul, but gives possession to Girard.
If I'm Coach Westcott, I'm saying let's slow this game down. Let's just burn this clock.
Try and let the possession take as long as we can before we get the best shot possible.
Timeout.
Coach Westcott going to call a 30-second timeout. Man, I heard him loud as clear. Loud and clear up here. Anywho, we'll talk over some stats real quick. Tyler Salmon still leading the team in points. He's got 12. Right behind him, Scott Moore with 11. Branson Borden made a name for himself here in this second half. He's got 9. And then behind him, Cam Smith with 7. A lot of scoring on the board for the Girard Trojans. Spread out scoring, I should say. Titans still led in scoring by Woodcock. I fell behind on my Titans stats. That's unfortunate.
It's just your maroon and gold bias showing. That's all that is.
14, 19, and then 8, 9. Yeah, I got 27 points, so I missed a singular bucket.
Not bad.
Not bad, I'm close. Woodcock hit a layup in there that I missed.
I think so.
We'll give it to him. Woodcock got the imaginary point.
Perfect. I'll appreciate that.
He leads the team with 11. Oh, wow! 3 ball from Lawrence in the corner. That could be the start. That the Titans need. Bourne takes a baseline, dribbles all the way around the world.
Can't let Girard answer here.
Ponce will pick up the foul.
Foul on number 43, Reese Ponce, his second, team third.
A must for the Titans. You can't let him get it down low because you're either going to draw the foul or you're going to be left with points. Moore's first is good. Second for Moore, good as well. Moore now leads the team in scoring. Ponce gets it up to Woodcock. Woodcock breaks inside, running floater. What a shot! And that's going to draw a timeout. Wanted to talk things over defensively. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching Trojan basketball here on Girard Sports Live. Welcome back. 46-34 our score. And, oh man, that feels so much better. I was straining my voice trying to get it up there. Either way. Following the timeout from the Titans, 46-34, Trojans lead. It's been a big second half for the Trojans. They were able to pull away after holding just an 8-point lead going into half.
Columbus has cut it to 12, but with 5 minutes, 44 seconds left in regulation, every possession is going to matter, and it's going to be about quick buckets.
They need to get them as much as they can, too. Every possession is going to count.
I've seen it happen, but
don't call it a comeback.
Going to take some quick work.
Colin has it down to Bourne. Bourne into Stover. Wow. Bourne converts the and one. Trojans hold a 15-point lead. Lawrence in the corner. Over to Tanner. Tanner flips around. Has it poked away by Blair. Scott Moore. He's pushing the floor. He'll go all the way and get fouled.
Just what the doctor ordered for Girard. Looked like Columbus was going to have another opportunity and to try and come back, but a couple of and ones kind of ices things out here.
Moore sinks the free throw after. Yeah, those and ones swing so much momentum.
Yeah.
And at the same time are just adding to this lead for Girard. It's really helping them pull away. And really cooling down Columbus as well. Blair with another steal. Makes the bucket. He's got three. Woodcock, he's going quick. Straight to the hole. Fouled on the way up. Bourne picks up his fourth.
Fouls on number 1, Ranson Bourne, his 14th first. To the line, shooting 2, number 13, Carter Woodcock.
Woodcock misses the first. Salmons checks back in. Second free throw is good from Woodcock. Smith pushing the floor. Gets trapped. And will step on the out of bounds line. Inbounds it to Midget. Over to Size. Size makes a move. Picked up by Lawrence. Now to Woodcock inside. He backs out. He'll make a move on Salmons. Gets it out to Midget. Midget working around on Smith. Lawrence, three ball. Heavily contested, won't go. Size gets the board. Gets it to go.
Cooper Size.
Oh.
And we're going to have a technical foul.
Technical foul
on the assistant
on one of the assistants for Columbus. I think Coach Hosier down there picked up his first tee of his coaching career.
Well, no better way to start than now, I suppose. You only get so many.
Yeah.
There'll be a discussion between the stripes, and conference is over, and they'll send more in to shoot the free throws.
To the line to shoot to number 40, Scott Moore. Awful.
Oh, there we go. Capture Scott's free throws there. I would argue that, truthfully, I know that when a team gets a technical, the benefit is that no one's around you at the line, but I'd argue it's sometimes harder to shoot free throws when it's just you all alone. More pressure.
Always been and if you're a player and have been in that spot, you know exactly what you're talking about. Because being there with no one around you, it's just out of rhythm. Because in practice, that's what you're practicing. You're practicing with everyone around you, getting high fives in between, crowd being pumped up. And then when there's no one around you, it's like, man, everyone's silent. It's all alone. All eyes in the building are on you at that moment. It's really a different feeling on it. It's a different kind of adrenaline
totally
rush.
Different scenario. Sometimes can't be a good one. Wow.
What a hustle play by Blair to get that ball back, and then Woodcock picks up the foul. It'll be a foul on Woodcock.
Crowd noise is picking up something.
Fouls on number 13, corner Woodcock.
I'm never sure if I can hear the crowd noise through my headset or through just my ears outside. And so every time I hear crowd noise, if it's something, a little not proper for the broadcast, I always wonder.
I'm going to go with both on that one.
I'm just going to say I'm never responsible for crowd's comments. Although you got to understand, hyped up for their players.
I was about to say.
Heat of the game.
Especially when it's close, or it was close at a point.
And something to attest to, just a minute ago, I saw two students from the Girard student section, Aaron DeBrava, Zach Benzo, go over and start talking to some members of that Columbus student section. So at the end of the day, everyone's all friends. Everyone gets along.
I was about to say, you take away the emotion of the game, you take away the feel of the game. These guys they're all friends.
Oh, yeah. Competition makes us better, though.
And sometimes the angry dads that sit up top of the mezzanine and the refs aren't friends after the game. But you can have relationships with the refs, and that's not always a good thing.
Brokaw goes up with a tough bucket. Lawrence's shot, no good. Newton with the rebound, and Smith pushing ahead. Things kind of got out of hand here, and
I tell you, this Girard team, I think, is going to match up pretty well with the Frontenac boys, and I know that's a rivalry already, so that'll be very interesting to see.
Yeah, probably one of
I think that's Friday's game, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Friday night, facing off against the Frontenac Raiders. We'll be at Frontenac for that one. We'll have the call live here for you. I believe Josh and myself will be at that one. But that is going to be an interesting game. Probably the two top teams in the CNC, if I had to wager, Frontenac boys and the Riverton boys are our two next matchups. I saw that look on your face. I wasn't.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
Yeah, just our next two matchups being two of the best teams in the CNC.
I think Colgan boys are right up there with Riverton.
I haven't seen the Colgan boys play yet this season.
They're pretty good.
We haven't had our matchup yet.
Them and Riverton played each other pretty close.
That's interesting because I know they lost a lot of seniors from last year's team.
Yeah, but Colgan's Colgan. What are you gonna do?
That's a fair point.
Not a lot changes year to year.
Palmer can't get the three to go. And then Galena.
Yeah, they're right up there too.
We know all too well about
the Jack Perry
show over there in Galena. He's just
on its 4th season and the ratings have never been better.
Exactly. Just it's scary to see a player like that when he comes in his freshman season and he's so good and then he only improves throughout time. It's just scary.
It's a good looking shot there from Jonas. Just had a good arc, just didn't fall.
Colin with the bucket down low. Yeah, it's a very tightly contested CNC on the boys' side. I don't think there's one team that really prevails above the rest. Riverton probably that top team, going to be the top contender.
I think the Riverton-Galena game will kind of determine who's got the top ranking or who's going to have the top ranking, but it all comes down to that sub-state, and we're going to meet a lot of teams that aren't in the CNC with the new way they've done it with those 2 brackets.
Yeah, it's very true.
You know, if you don't get Riverton or Humboldt in your bracket, you might be set.
Yeah, and it's so interesting, you know, the CNC and bracket play so different. Obviously, with the introduction of Colgan into the CNC matchups, and then you don't even have to think about them when you go into bracket play. But then those other teams move in, like Humboldt, like you mentioned, becomes a whole new monster. And
well, and I don't know if I like it or dislike it yet because I do enjoy seeing CNC teams go to state every year, like we had Girard girls, Riverton boys last year. Galena boys for 4 straight years there from 2020 to 23. And we had a turnover there. Should be Girard ball. I think once again it was Ethan picked it up and stepped out of bounds. I'm not sure. Could have been something like that.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell this is Columbus's first game coming out of break.
Yeah, shaking off the cobwebs.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting for this matchup between these two teams later on, especially when we're over in Columbus.
That's right.
That one's going to be a good one.
Home court advantage is a real thing.
Especially at Columbus. That crowd just fired up over in Columbus. That's the best way I can put it.
You get a full crowd in Titan Fieldhouse. It's electric sometimes.
And here in Ted R. Taylor, crowd is sort of dispersed towards the end of this one, but had a pretty good standings at the start. Girard always travels well as well, so we'll see what they bring to Columbus later on in the season.
Girard and Colgan are always the top 2, I think, that travel well when it comes to other teams that we have to play.
And I got to give it to the student section for Girard. I've seen a few of those faces at every single game so far this season, and that's, I mean, when you're playing on Monday, Tuesday, Friday, that's something to really attest to.
Yep.
It's hard for, especially a high school student, to get out to all those games, busy as they are. It's going to be a foul on Brokob down low, and that puts Columbus in the bonus.
Foul on number 23, Blake Brokob, his 3rd, team 5th. To the line, shooting 2, number 12, Ethan Midget.
It'll also be interesting on the girls' side to see who comes out on top of the CNC. We got to talk a little bit before our broadcast even started on who the top teams were. Colgan up there as always.
I say the Colgan and Girard has a really good shot on the girls' side to give Colgan their first regular season loss in 4 years.
And they were really close last season.
They were. It was a 2-point game up at Colgan.
Came down to those final seconds. And
I think Girard arguably is even better this year than they were last season.
And that was a Colgan team that was almost favored for that state championship. They didn't unfortunately make it that far, but they were one of those top teams going in.
And truthfully, as an unbiased opinion, Girard's got a shot at the 3A state title on the girls' side. I mean, I know Coach Herlocker is going to keep working those girls up, and they're only going to get better from here. And if they're playing this good in early January, I mean, just imagine how good they'll be playing in March, regarding everybody still healthy.
Just need to keep the train rolling.
That's right.
The good thing about it is those at starting 5 so solidified, so just leaders of the team. But then you got people coming in off the bench like Bailey Walker. We saw a little bit of her today. She put up a couple good buckets for the Trojans, able to put in valuable minutes, especially when Boatman went out of the game.
Well, and the more he gets in that rotation, you know, the better you are down the road.
Absolutely. Well, just a few seconds between the post-game show as Newton dribbles this one out, and that's the final here. 66-41, Trojans come out with the victory. They improved to 500 on the season. 3-3 is now their record. Titans fall to 1-5. We'll take a quick break. When we return, Eastside Cafe post-game show here on Girard Sports Live.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net. or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Welcome back. We are officially here in the Eastside Cafe post-game show. Experience the best breakfast in Crawford County 6 days a week at 120 South Ozark Street in Girard. Proud supporters of Trojan Athletics. Speaking of, on Wednesday, go and get your double-double stack thanks to Erica Boatman. I think officially she ended with 13 points and 12 rebounds according to Coach Gegg. And that will be available to you guys on Wednesday. 4 pancakes for $2. So go and get that. That's a great deal over there at Eastside Cafe.
If I didn't have to be at work by 7:45, I'd definitely make it over there. But that's a 45-minute haul for pancakes. I know they're good, but
they're good.
I don't want to be
late. They're good, man. They're good.
Not even sure what time Eastside Cafe opens.
Early. Either way. Well, we got to talk real quick.
Well, here we got Coach Reese up here. You want me to talk to him?
Yeah, I'll let you go and do that interview with him.
Since we're... Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're good. Girard Sports Live is going to hear you too, but so will the people on Columbus Sports Live.
I respect Girard.
We'll get both coaches in here tonight, but didn't go your way. I mean, it was close up until about midway through the third quarter. I felt like, we were executing quite well, especially, the motivation game in that first half.
First half, we played well. We did some things. We still missed some easy shots. We're only down 8 third half. They came out and they went to a zone defense. And it rattled us a little bit, and we started getting some sloppy with some passes. And, kids, they're disappointed. But, hey, this was a learning game. I felt like, the effort tonight for 4 quarters was much better than I think any game we played.
Yeah. Well, and you got to remember that, this is first game coming out of break. And,
yes.
You're dusting off the cobwebs and getting the rusty nails out of there. And, you've got 2 challenges this week that are very winnable games, in my opinion. How do you plan to attack the schedule this week?
Well, right now, it's just take care of yourself. Tomorrow, obviously, we will not be seeing the kids until the game. If they want to come in early, they can shoot. But I said, since we play tonight, if you don't want to, stay off your legs, stay off the feet. And, I said, this is a nice thing. I don't think the score was as indicative as how we played, but give Girard credit. They did well. But take this to tomorrow night and see what chips we fall. We can get this taste out of our mouth.
Have you seen any film on the Otishay? I know they're new on the schedule this year. How are you thinking about the Blue Streaks?
They can put up a lot of points. They're capable of putting up a lot of points, and they're smaller, so they like to get out and go.
Yeah, and I felt like Carter Woodcock was pretty physical tonight, and Jonas, I felt like, he's even as a freshman, I know you didn't get to coach his brother Seth, but he's very reminiscent. Very similar play style. You work this team up. The future is very bright for this group.
And I felt like when during the second quarter, when we actually made a run, we were double-digit down and got the singles. I think we had 4 sophomores and a freshman on the floor at that time.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay. We will suffer through that, but the future for the kids. And Cooper Size did say this was disappointing on the bench when I pulled him out. And I said, good, that's what I'm wanting to hear. But that's okay. We're young. As long as they're learning and trying to do the correct thing, good things will come.
And I saw him laughing about it, but we got to give a shout out to Coach Hosier for getting his first technical of his coaching career tonight. I thought it was at you, but
no, it wasn't me. If I get my I will earn my time.
Oh, I know that. I just love watching you get the technical and then the look at the ref. That's my favorite part.
Yes.
But
yes.
We were.
I've never deserved a technical in my life. But it's oh well.
Black and white stripes might disagree with that, but you're friendly with all the refs after the game. That's all that matters.
Yes. Before, yes. After, yes. Yep. It's just the competitiveness. We want to win, and I'm fighting for the kids.
Exactly.
Yes.
And if you're earning a technical, for the right reasons, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Right. Yeah. Tonight I was not real happy with what happened. So.
Neither were the people behind us. So they heard it loud and clear. And I made a joke with Daryl over here that we had a battle of the growly voices between you and Westcott tonight. So
I have a lot of respect for Coach Westcott. I've watched him obviously when I was on the girls' side, and and that's what they're used to winning, the culture over here. And I think that's why they stretched that out in that second half. And that's respect. Kudos to the coaching staff, and you got those kids believing.
All right, well, we'll see you tomorrow night in the friendly confines of Columbus High School, and hopefully we'll get back in the win column.
Hopefully. Thank you. Have a good night.
That's Walter Reese, the head coach of the Columbus Titans on the Columbus and Girard airwaves. So I don't know if Westcott's going to make it up here, but we'll go from one growly voice to the next.
Well, you know what? I think we can let Coach Westcott go. We heard from one coach tonight, and I think it's interesting for viewers to hear from the opposite coach's perspective because not often do we get to.
No, and that's why during football I always try to get a pregame from both coaches because I love hearing the other perspective, and I love for the fans to hear the other perspective of how their season's doing. And most coaches are nice, some are not. But I didn't know Coach Risa when he came to Columbus a couple years ago, and I knew he was taking over some crucial positions. But he's trying to change the culture and trying to bring a little bit of that Web City mentality of we don't lose here into Columbus, and it's going to take some time. But once these boys, I think next year is going to be a big groundbreaking year for them.
Exactly, and that post-game coach interview was brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for over 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. We'll take a look at some stats before we decide our player of the game, because that is coming up, and I don't know who to give it to. Leading the team in scoring for the Trojans is Scott Moore. He had 17, a big second half, really propelled him to that total. Looks like Coach Westcott's on his way. I think we can...
I'm waiting for him just to walk by and then turn.
Yeah. Scott Moore led the team with 17. Right behind him was Siler Sammons with 14. Ransom Bourne had 12. And then Ben Cohen with 6, Cam Smith with 7, Bro Cobb with 2, and Levi Blair with 3. That's how the scoring rounds out for those folks. And then Woodcock on the other side had 14, Lawrence with 9, Cooper Size with 9. Ethan Midget had 3 ball there, and then Jonas Stover had 2. Well, here in just a second, I'll be joined by Coach Rod Westcott of the Girard Trojans. Coach, a nice performance there by your boys tonight.
Yeah, we did some good things. I thought the second half, we got some things going with the half-court trap. In the half-court defensively, we got a lot of work to do yet, but we're coming along. We did not shoot the ball worth a darn tonight. We're going to have to shoot it better than that to be good, be where we want to be. I felt like when we got Scott the ball, we got great looks. And maybe I don't know, I have to go back and watch film. Maybe I'm wanting to pound it in there too much.
Yeah.
But we're trying to get it to him a lot. And obviously other teams know that. They're trying to double down. Now, tomorrow night, we're going to have a couple 16 kids, some 6'5" kids, so we're not going to have the advantage inside like we do. But we've still got to be who we are and attack the rim, get the ball in the paint, and hopefully we can get some kickouts. And I think we got the bad one out of our way tonight. Hopefully we'll shoot a little better tomorrow night.
Hopefully so. Bourne went out of that second half with 3 fouls, got them pretty early on. Had your team kind of come back from that and rally on. I know Salmons had 14. I mean, what do you say to your guys in that moment?
Yeah, Ransom, you're going to have a bad one or two, and there's good fouls and bad fouls. And he had one that, we would like to not have had.
Yeah.
But, he's a smart kid. He'll bounce back. And I tried to rest him there, too, and he's like, Coach, I'm rested. I need to play. I got to think, well, yeah, he didn't play any in the second quarter hardly. He got that one pretty quick in the second quarter, that third foul. So, he set quite a bit. So he should have his legs there tomorrow. Be good to see how we respond. Hopefully we come out with some energy and are ready to go.
Quick turnaround, heavy week, like you mentioned, playing against Riverton tomorrow. Won't have the size advantage. What's the game plan going in?
Yeah, we got to be us. First of all, we got to be solid with the basketball. We had some bad turnovers this evening. I felt like we did a better job against Baxter last week, and as far as turning the ball over, and we kind of regressed a little bit in this game. I thought we had some bad ones, but hopefully we'll take better care of the basketball, and defensively we're going to be solid. We got to make them earn what they get, and I think they'll shoot it pretty quick at times. So if they do, we got to make sure we secure the glass. They're big, they're quick, they're long. So we're going to have to do a good job of going and getting the basketball.
Well, Coach, I thank you for your time coming up here and chatting with us. Good luck and good win tonight.
Thanks, Daryl.
Yep. Have a good night, man. All right, that was Coach Westcott. That other post-game coach interview was brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, once again, serving the area for 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Well, we went over some of those stats, and now it's time to make the fatal decision. First, I got to ask you, Carson, who do you think is the player of the game for either team? I know you're going to be biased, but either team.
Well, here, let me just take a look at your nifty-difty stats
that
here.
Chop,
we'll figure this
chop
out.
work of a stat sheet.
Yeah, this is great.
Woodcock led the team in scoring for Columbus, and on the other side it was Scott Moore.
Yeah, Woodcock, and I talked about it with Risa, had a very nice night. And, I mean, if you look at it just off stats, I mean, off the page, Scott Moore is going to jump out to you, but what night does he not?
Yeah, it's fair.
So if we're going with player of the game, I felt like Siler Salmons was in there, that kind of sneaky player, that kind of role-playing mentality, and, felt like we didn't call his name a lot tonight, but you look down, he's got 14 points.
Exactly.
I mean, it's kind of crazy how he can just score quickly. And then you look at Carter also with 14. I mean, you could tie it for. I mean, you got to pick player of the game, but I feel like both of those
since
players
we're on
deserve the nod.
A simulcast here, because I was going to go with both those players as well. Siler Salmons, he stepped up, not in the starting 5. Came in for Bourne whenever Bourne had to sit with those 3 fouls, and he stepped up, scored 14. He just came out on fire. And then on the other side, I don't think this game is near as close if you don't have Woodcock on the floor. Columbus probably would have fallen apart a little earlier if he hadn't been out there controlling the offense, getting buckets for him. So I think the players of the game are going to go to Carter Woodcock and Siler Salmons. The players of the game are brought to you by Evans Motors. Get the keys to your next ride with a stop at Evans Motors. Nate and Eddie have decades of experience getting folks into the right car, truck, van, or SUV that's right for them and their family. Stop by and see them at the intersection of Highway 69 and 400 just south of Pittsburgh, or see their full selection online at evansmotors.net. Something I love about basketball is we get through all those breaks pretty early, and that leaves a pretty quick post-game show here for the boys. So that's going to be all she wrote here in Ted Art Taylor Gymnasium. For Carson Cobb, I'm Darren McLeod saying thank you so much for watching. Be back live tomorrow here in Ted Art Taylor for the matchup against the Riverton Rams. Tune into that one to see if we get another double-double night. And then also Wednesday, head over to Eastside Cafe to pick up that double-double short stack deal. Andrew Fawcett and the boys over at Eastside doing a great job. And thank Erica Boatman if you get the chance for that one. Thank you guys all for watching. I'm Darryl McLeod saying good night. I love you, Mom, and happy birthday, Dad, from Girard Sports Live.
Thanks for watching. From the gridiron to the hardcourt, the pitch to the mat, don't miss any of the action. We're there with live, local sports coverage at Varsity Sports.